See, I've been in here for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot, they like to claim leadership, they like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority, they don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this white ass, need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, ass shit, stop it. Ass shit, prophets. My niggas serious. Boy, when they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, what the fuck with those leaders? I'm curious. You cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I say you won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga and fed he up on parole because of the COVID. It feel like the hoes in this world that don't go together. No it's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the skull never settle. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you the prophets. You know, like we all come together. You know what I'm saying? They say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and all your ass need to stop and ask you. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you. Oh, I'm gonna step outside of the show for them fake niggas. Stay silent, I got it, let's go, let's go. I ain't taking no losses, ain't no talking, but we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just paper judge. I'm gonna be low to the right of the way. Tell them we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got you, baby mother on high, baby pants through the fire. That's the promise. That baby so below to the Lord. That your body, that will fail you, bitch, like a body. I prepare something, you bring my voice. Push the leaders wait, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop their ass, see the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop and ask you to give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up and serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up, serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy and get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends, so we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nobody a domino, so what you fucking trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to the pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like a Bobovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we go check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit's gotten retarded since all the dominance. One West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, use my maneuvers, but I ride like I got group 5 for Uber. Rhymes hard like they've been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to set it for your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas ballin', they win every dollar. They riding by them like Apollos, let the city holler. The showstopper, been the stopper. But now I'm going, I'm up to all the premium of poppers. I put the stitches on the block, modify the chopper. The score heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no Jimmy coming through with the title because U.P.K. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they boss shit. These niggas better move it coast. And if they make the wrong move it coast. See me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gonna stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up on my divorce. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body. Real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army. Going up like a rocket. And can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage. So watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house. Call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Shorty like that, man. You cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 with the roof going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a streak in a bando. Swap in the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the head. Got the pills, got the drip. About to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, this is salt. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coast. And if they make the wrong move it coast. Coming up on my divorce.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settling? See, you locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's one west. You can check the residency. I reside when soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling them weak. Get the cooking on his beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Get the banging on his beat till my fucking head numb. Black, black, red drum, black and yellow air one. Homie, you ain't got a mess. I suggest you wear one.
Told you niggas going up, doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit, little nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third, little nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all stepping, kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, what you doing life. These hands are root GPS, a mean right. That's mean right, we build different, you know the vibes. And we saved it authentic, we know the rise. I keep a 144 because I know a kind. Know it's hard, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap, when I'm with cap again. Yeah, they said they want smoking, so we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hear that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move it coast. And if they make the wrong move it coast. See me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gonna stop it. They say they wanna hear that raw shit. Coming up on my divorce.
Oh, yeah, see, I'm saying, like, because you're paying off. So you're not. If to find out, okay, no. No, what you do, just move up. Is it? to another word. It's just lush.
According to God, the white man is the devil.
Dig deep and they don't eat it.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim leadership.
Cut us off in the church.
All right, clap. This is the 46th episode of On the Ends, man. Got Dunga Bar here, you know what I mean? Officer 5,000, 5 tower in the building. Come on, man. I said it on purpose because I knew you couldn't hold a straight face and that, man. But we're there, Officer Karafia, myself, the executioner, and Rabbi. Now we're On the Ends, man. Every Friday, 9 till 12, and we bring it to you, man. We got Officer Quatazar soon to come, Captain Parasha soon to reach. You know what I mean? So we'll let you know how it goes, man. But any questions, you know what I mean? Make sure you type it in the chat. Like, share, subscribe, and push the truth, man. We have classes every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. Also want to give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Big up to Rakal Yasha Allah. Big up to Franco. Big up to Mariah Allah. Big up to Hakayan and the brother here called HP Source, man. So lucky, man. The brother had a question. He goes, any thoughts on the Hebrews over in Israel begging the government not to deport them, man? So for anyone that don't know, there's a Israelite group, some organization, man. I think they follow, what's his name? What's the brother's name from Chicago, man? I went to Israel.
Was it
Ben Army. And they went to Israel, got citizenship. I think to get citizenship, you had to fight in the army. And now they're getting deported, man. And all that boils down to bad leadership, man.
Right.
The bad leadership. Their leader told them to be in Israel when they shouldn't be in Israel. They should be in Handsworth, man. They should be in Bronx and Brooklyn and Kingston, man, teaching black people to come off drugs, man. Christ didn't tell us to go back to the land. Christ told us to go where? In the highways, byways, and the edges, man. In fact, everybody could get scripture, people, Babu Shah. Christ told us to go in the highways and byways and the edges, man, and the gates of the city, and to get black people off drugs. In fact, give me the one about cast out demons. I think it's Matthew 10 and 5. Yeah, Matthew 10 and 5, man. That's the decree. That's the decree Christ gave to his disciples. Christ didn't say go back to the land, man. And now look what's happening over there. Now there's war over there, man. Palestinians versus Israelis and all types of things, man. So like, read that for me, please, Baba Kushar.
These 12, Yahushua sent forth.
So these 12, meaning the 12 disciples, Christ sent them forth, man. Sent them forth to do what? Teach, as we're going to read later on. Keep reading.
And commanded them, saying.
And commanded them, gave them a strict military order, man. See, thanks to Christianity, you think that commandment is some suggestion, man. You feel you hear about the 10 commandments, you feel, oh yeah, the 10 commandments. So really, commandment is a masculine, strict military order, man. A commandment is what a sergeant gives to his troopers, man. A commandment is what a general gives to his troopers. When you see people marching left, right, those are commandments, man. When a man tells a soldier to go to a certain part and, you know, drop a bomb in a certain part of a certain country, those are commandments, man. Those are orders. And Christ gave military strict orders to his disciples, man. Christ went no man, you know, soft and effeminate, talking about, yeah, guys. You know what I mean? But as the Christians make out, Christ gave orders, man. And Christ gave orders to his disciples. And this is one of the orders he gave to them. Keep it in.
Go not into the way of the Gentiles.
And a Gentile is a non-Israelite, man. Someone who ain't black, Hispanic, or native Indian, man. Don't get mad at me. This is the Bible, man. Everybody wants to get mad at me, man. So lucky you want to call police on me. When Christ thought that it was so important, he gave a strict order to his disciples not to go to anyone that ain't black, Hispanic, or native Indian, man. That's how is it. You're so important to Christ, black man. You're so important. Christ told the disciples, gave them a strict order and told them not to go to anyone but you, man. That's how important Christ saw this, man. This truth was so important. Christ only wanted it to black people, man. Don't get mad at me. So lucky, man. I'm going to call the police on us, man. So lucky. Call the police on Jesus, man. Keep reading.
And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
And any city of the Samaritans, man, enter ye not. Don't even go to their cities, man. That's what Christ said. Don't even go to their cities, man. Don't try to go back to Israel, man. Right about now, Israel is what? Occupied by the Jewish man. Occupied by the Palestinian, man. Christ said don't go to their cities, man. Keep reading.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And Christ said go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And the lost sheep of the house of Israel are not in Israel, man. Guess where they are? They're in Bronx and Brooklyn, man. They're in Kingston and Portmore, man. They're in the Netherlands. They're in Birmingham, Aston, Manchester, London. That's where they are, man. And that's what it was, man. The man that led them there was poor leadership, man. It's a man that don't know the Bible. And obviously, when you don't follow Christ,
bad things are bound to happen, man. Bad things are bound to happen. Now, all these brothers are going to get deported back to America and they've never seen it. There's kids that was born in Israel, man, or came with their parents when they were 4, and now they're going to get deported back. Why? Because of bad leadership, man. Had they been in the I.S.U.P.K, they would have went to know other nations, man. They would have went to know heathen, man. Christ said, go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And guess what? We are the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. We don't even know our surname. We got another man's surname for our surname, man. We're lost, man. We don't even know what religion to follow. Black people follow Islam, Christianity, Rastafarian. We're in all types of religions because we're the lost sheep of the house of Israel, man. And Christ said, go teach those people. Don't go to Israel and try to get citizenship. Don't go to Israel and try to become one with the Israelis, man. Christ said, go and teach black people, man. And when you don't follow Christ, these things happen, man. So luck, yeah. Keep it in.
Oh shit, close. You know, that was it on that. You want
a bit more, yeah, about cast out devils and stuff, man. And that's what happens. Had it been in the UPK, these brothers would have been fine, man. Running over to Israel. Do you know that these brothers went to Israel and the Israelis gave them a plot of land to stay on, man? And that plot of land is by a nuclear power plant, man. That's how great they think of black people. The land they give black people to stay on is right by a nuclear power plant, man. Do you know what nuclear radiation does to you, man? Kills your sperm cells, man. It kills your eyesight, man, over time. Do you know doctors that give x-rays, they don't even stay in the room? They don't even stay in the room. The doctor will give an x-ray and leave the room because he's aware of what the radiation would do to you, man. Anyone go get an ultrasound scan or a radiology appointment or go get, what's the other one, man? An MRI or whatever the case may be, man. The doctor, he will leave the room, man, and then come back later, look at the scan. He can't have x-ray. He can't be performing x-rays in the same room with you every single day because he knows over a period of time it will take a toll on you, man. He's smart enough to know that. But guess what, black man? They put you in a place full of radiation, man. He won't put himself there. He won't put doctors there, but he'll make you live there, man. And that's how they think of you, man. And people get angry when we speak against white people, man. But look what white people done to us, man. Look what they've done to us and doing to us, man. Had black people fighting for your country and now you want to deport them, man. Keep it in.
And as you go, preach saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
And as you go, teaching in black cities, man, where black people are in the ghettos, favelas, and shanty towns, and trap houses, and apartments with the pissy elevators and the alleyways, man. Go teach these brothers that guess what? The kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. That's the good news. That's the gospel. Our brothers think that we're gonna live a life of murder and crime and drugs forever, man. And the gospel's like, no, you're not. A kingdom is coming, man, for you. That's the good news, man. Keep it in.
Heal the sick.
Do what?
Heal the sick.
And that's our job. That's the decree Christ gave to us, man. Not to take the back door and try to sneak off to Israel, man. That's a cheat code, man. You know when you're playing Grand Theft Auto and you don't want to clap the game the proper way. So you start punching in some cheat codes. That's what these brothers did, man. They didn't want to do what Christ said to do, man. They thought, you know what? I'm going to go in the land now, man. I'm going to try to escape America and sneak in the back way. America's a land full of oppression and black on black crime and police brutality. I'm gonna try to sneak out the back way, man. And listen, you can't escape from God, man. You can't run away from God, man. And the Lord got them anyway, man. Guess what? The same oppression they was trying to flee from, they gotta still face it, man. They're going back. They'll be there tomorrow, man, on the next charter flight, man. Any more on that? Want to move on?
Just cleanse the lips and whatnot. And if I could on the back of that,
my God,
guys, on. And if I could on the back of that, first of all, what you need to realize is the white man's the devil, man. Right. He'll make you these promises. Yeah, you can get your citizenship. Like he promised them citizenship. So they went there and earned their citizenship according to what he said, how they could earn it. They've earned it that way. And now he's deporting them, which is wrong on his part, man, which lets you know, don't ever trust your enemy. But this is nothing new. He done the same thing in the Caribbean, man. Made them come over, fight for their citizenship. And then what happens? He deports them. So this is nothing new. The same thing that's going on to them in Israel is the same thing that's going on to that happened with brothers that came to the UK. They got deported also.
That's right.
And also as them basically knowing parts of the Bible, they should know that the prophet stayed in captivity with the people, man. Like Daniel, where was Daniel? Daniel was in Babylon with the people. That's right. Like you can't flee and leave the people. It's your job to stay there in the face of these devils and raise the people up, man. That's right. And that's why the I.S.U.P.K ain't fleed nowhere. Why? Because we have to be in these cities where the brothers are oppressed, man. I mean, how can they relate to us if we're on a beach somewhere, man? If I'm on a beach somewhere with a cocktail, how can I say to a brother in captivity, don't worry, better times are coming? sipping my cocktail. It don't work like that, man. I have to be in captivity with him, and I have to show him better times is coming. So on their part, they should have stayed and not fled there. But obviously, they fled there in search for a better life. And what they've learned in search for a better life is that oppression is everywhere. What they've learned is that this man is the devil everywhere. Like, there's nowhere you can go where this man doesn't rule over you. So they left where there was. And this man's still the devil over there. In England, he's still the devil. In America, he's still the devil. So what are you supposed to do? Face him head on, man. Face him head on and stay here with your people. Whereas what? There's loads of us over here, man. I don't want to go somewhere where there's only me and 3 others while the rest of my people are dying. I'd rather be in the ghetto, man, where I can raise up them ghettos, raise brothers up so they can also come in the truth.
That's right.
Because by me being so far away, all the way over there, living a life of luxury, if that's what there was living, I don't know if it's true. Obviously, we need to be here where they can be raised up, man. So that's what we think about it. Obviously, them being deported, obviously it's wrong because the white man made them a promise, man, that he should stick to. He should stick to his promise. But him being him, the devil, he's not going to stick to that promise. And all brothers can do is learn from their mistake, man. Right. Don't think you're going to be able to leave captivity and search for a better life. You're not going to be able to leave captivity until Christ returns, man. There's nowhere a passport can take you that life is going to be better, man. That's right. There's nowhere a passport can take you where you don't have to deal with this man, because this man is the one who issues you the passport, who decides where you can go and so forth. Right. There's tons of brothers that have tried to left. Some went to Greece. Some went to Greece, Cyprus. Some went to Cyprus. Some went to Egypt. And it shows that some went to Israel. And it shows everywhere they've gone that oppression still remains, man. Right. So there's no way you can really run, but you can move on from there if you want.
There you go, man. Bang on. There's no way you can run, man. That man stamped your passport. Where you gonna, you know what I mean? Where you gonna go hide from him, man? How about instead of running from him, how about you build your own kingdom that would be greater than his, man? That's right. Don't try to hide from him, try to hide from his kingdom and hide from his authority. How about you work in the ghettos with black men and have your own authority, man? That's what we need to do as blacks and Hispanics, man. Also, Salakia, let me give a quick shout out to our sister came on last week, man. Caddy, that's a big up Caddy, man. She got an event going on real quick. Let me just promote that real quick for you man for every time or what, man? At the Legacy. So it's called Reclaiming Your Community. Youth violence needs to stop. And this is what these brothers should have been doing, man. These brothers shouldn't have been on the beach somewhere. These brothers shouldn't have been hiding from the oppressor, man. They should have been with their brothers, man. Stop doing stuff like this, man. Trying to reclaim back our community. Right about now, brothers are getting shot, man. Over postcode, man. Brothers are getting stabbed over a postcode, man. You know, man, this sister who ain't in the truth, but she organized an event because why? She could see the madness that was happening in the black community, man. Right. And she organized this. She didn't run. She didn't go to Cyprus. She didn't try to go to Egypt. And she, I'm leaving this madness, man. Right. She thought, you know what, let's fix this, man. That's right. And that's a shame that sister got more balls than some of these men. So lucky, man. Right. So yeah, this is an event. It's gonna be on Sunday, the 6th of June. What's that? 2 weeks from now? 2-3 weeks from now. 3 p.m. at the Legacy, also known as the Drum. Sorry, formerly known as the Drum. 144 Potters Lane, Aston, B64UU. And it says calling parents, uncles, aunties, grandparents, young people, business, youth workers, religious leaders, the Mandev, Salakia. So let us build back our village, bring you skills, advocates, teachers, mentors, counselors, trade people. What's it? Like trade people, parent support, outreach workers. So that should be Tawab, man. So anyone to come true, man. I know UPK definitely going to be there, man. You know what I mean? So just want to big up to that as well, man. That should be Tawab. And any more questions, just let me know, man. Also, shout out to some more people in chat. Shout out to Sharapar, Taznawa I, Nakapaya, Kamala, Thai, 3 Thinker Summit, man. You know what I mean? Big up to yourself. Also, like, share, subscribe, man. Let's get into one of these real quick, man. So luck, yeah. It's been a crazy week, man. Yo, what's going on in London, man? How the kids are getting kidnapped, man?
Isn't it still?
See one bag of picnic getting kidnapped, man, by some Polish man in a white.
Why did I get kidnapped?
In a white van, man. Everyone, what's mad? Everyone's saying, yo, look out for this white van. There's no plates or nothing. There's a white van. You know what's white vans are in England? Right. Everyone like, look out for this white van. I'm thinking, what makes this white van different from all other white vans, man? Right. No plate number, no nothing, no marks. It's a white van. I thought, come on, man. Get the reg. Get the reg at least, man. At least. All it was a Mercedes. What's it called? The Sprinter van, man? That could be anywhere. That could be any builder or anything, man. That could be anywhere, man. Right. Anyway, we're gonna go to the brother. So the brother's a Jamaican runner, and you know, black people, when we run and we win a race, which is always because black people are always winning everything, man. We're always winning races. We're always good at sports. We're the captain of the England football team. We're number one in racing. We can jump the highest, with Lennox Lewis, with Mike Tyson, with Mayweather, with Evander Holyfield. So when his brother won, he must have won a race, and the brother did a celebration, man. And everyone started getting onto him for this celebration, and his brother was forced to apologize, man.
And he did just that. He was maybe 2 meters ahead, but the speed endurance, as I suggested.
And his brother called Antonio Watson, man. And his brother won a race and did a little gun finger, man. And his brother was forced to apologize.
And he did just that. He was maybe 2 meters ahead, but the speed endurance, as I suggested.
And look at that, man. This brother here was forced to apologize because he celebrated, man. Did a little gun finger, and the Jamaican government made him apologize just for celebrating, man. And that's the problem. As a black man, you can't do what you want to do. You have to look like your oppressor, act like your oppressor. When you don't, everybody's mad. Guess what? Even black people are mad at you, man. So listen, you can't be big like that, man. You can't talk like that. You can't dress like that, man. Listen, that's unpresentable. You know, white people might look at us and think that we're bagger. They might think we're crazy, man. Listen, who cares what they think, man? I'm a black man. Listen, I'm different from them, man. I look different, act different, dress different. I even celebrate different, man. Not only do I celebrate different, I celebrate better than them, man. No one's complaining when white men do that little. No one does that, man. No one goes, yo, listen, that's aggressive, man. And that's a punch to the gut right there, man. So why should this brother apologize because he put up gun fingers, man? That's how he celebrates, man. That's how this brother celebrates. Shalom, other one, you have a and this is the issue, man. But you don't act like your oppressor. Even black people say, listen, you can't do that, man. When you got a beard, oh God. When you got a beard instead of a shaved face, even black people say, yo, listen, that's too rough, man. Come on, man. You're not gonna trim it down a little bit. You look too rough, man. Right. What? You went there and said Wagwan. You can't say Wagwan, man. You have to say hello, sir, man. Listen, we do at the I.S.U.P.K. This is one place where you can be black, man. Right. It's one place where we don't shake hands, man. We give a nigga a pound, man. A nice black pound, man. In here, brothers have braids, man. Out there in the world, you can't have that. You have a short haircut, man, because you know what I mean. You can't have your hair growing like that, man. You can't go into your work or your place of occupation with an afro, man. In the I.S.U.P.K, you can though. Out there in the world, you can't put your gun fingers, man. Listen, we got a feast day coming up in June, man, and you're gonna see hella gun fingers, man. Right. You're gonna see hella gun fingers up in the UPK, man, because that's how we get down, man. So, like, can someone get me Jeremiah real quick, man? Baba Kushar, Jeremiah 2:33. I like what the sister said. How you mad at this brother for putting up gun fingers in a race when you actually shoot a gun to start a race, man? Right. You like say, on your marks, get set, go, and actually shoot a gun in the sky, man. But yeah, we're the ones that, you know, something's wrong with us. We're too violent, man. So lucky, man. Listen, look at horse racing. Horse racing, all rich oppressors go and put money on horse racing, man. Well, it comes on every Sunday? Every Sunday it comes on. Every Sunday, man, and white people go and watch it, man. And you know what they do to make that horse run? They beat the shit out of a horse with a stick, man. That's right. And then kick it in its ribs and make the horse jump over hurdles and so forth, man. But we're the aggressive ones. You can't. They only recently banned fox hunting, man. But we're the violent ones, 2:33 slack, yeah. But then we're the violent ones. This brother wants to celebrate. He wants to use his gun finger to celebrate. Let the brother do it, man. That's right. So lucky, man. I like that celebration. I see one more time.
As possible, and he did just that. He was maybe 2 meters ahead, but the speed endurance, as I suggested.
And furthermore, listen, how is putting up a gun finger wrong, man? Listen, your people are the one that sell the guns, man. That's right. You're the ones who make it legal in America, man. A gun is just a weapon. It's just a weapon. Shooting people innocently, that's wrong. But to own a gun ain't wrong. If it was wrong, then why don't your people ban them, man, in America, man? Right. If it was wrong, then why do you not use that same gun you shot Mark Duggan with, man? If it's so wrong. That's right. Like, if you definitely people Baba Kushar.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 33. Why trimmest thou thy way
to seek love.
And this is what God said, man. God said, why do you trim your way to seek love, man? Why are you always trimming your way to seek acceptance, man? Damn that, man. The UPK, we talk a certain way. We talk slang. And we ain't trying to talk the Queen's English, man.
That's right.
And we got braids, man. And we got long beards, man. And we, guess what? We marry black women. I know that's crazy.
That's right.
That's crazy. You're black, man. You should love everybody. We love black women, man. And we have black children, man, that love themselves, man.
Right.
And love only themselves. Don't love nobody else. They don't go to school idolizing all the white kids. Oh, your hair's so beautiful, man. They say, damn that. My hair's more beautiful than yours, man.
That's right.
And the world can't stand that. How dare you love yourself, man? How is it black people get called nigger and stuff, and what the white people say to us, oh, don't ignore him. I don't what the nasty piece of work he is, man. When a black man says something, yo, who the hell do you think you are, man? Right. You can't love yourself, man. And that's the problem, man. In the UPK, listen, we are not going to trim our way to seek love. Baba Kushar, please. We're not going to trim our way to seek acceptance, man. We're the most blackest niggas. Sorry, we're the most blackest people on planet Earth, man. Right. Listen, we're more black than Rastafarians, man. You think Rastafarians are black and all about black power? We're more black power than the Black Panthers, man. Because the Black Panthers join the oppressors. We don't. We teach nothing but brothers, man. You got to bust at the door, you know. So luck ya. Let's do it. It's the teeth for the bust at the door. So luck ya. You look at Rastafarians and think, oh, they're so black and they're so pro-black. We're more blacker than them. That's right. Because we don't have sex with anyone outside of our race. That's how extremely black we are, man. In fact, it's a sin in the Bible for us to do that, man. We got rules that we can't even do it, even if we wanted to, man. You get me? Slack, 1 second.
And all the man done is put up gun fingers, man. And they deem that offensive. And now he had to apologize. Meanwhile, what people do to us, they harm us and kill us. No one's apologized to Mark Duggan where they use the real gun, man. That's the difference. They use the real gun. Right. This man just put gun fingers after a race. I mean, the man won a race. Let him celebrate, man. White people mad because they've never won a race, man. Right. That's why they're mad. Obviously, they've never won a race, so they don't know. They can't celebrate, man. I would be pissed off too if I've never won a race and I had nothing to celebrate. Now, we've got something to celebrate. Why? Because we win races, man. That's why you see Usain Bolt celebrate. And you've never seen a white man celebrate after winning a 100 meters race. Why? Because he doesn't ever win the 100 meters race, man. Now, we don't know if his celebration would be gun fingers. We will never know if his celebration would be gun fingers. You know why? Because he would never win a race, man. That's why. It's that simple. They're jealous that this man won a race. Really, he shouldn't have to apologize because he done nothing wrong. He won a race. And furthermore, man, who said that's proper gun fingers? Could be water gun fingers, man. Who knows? Could be. There's water guns for. There's not water guns for kids, right? Right? Could be water gun fingers, man. It's all the same motion. Obviously, they just made him apologize, and really, he just apologized just to keep the peace. But go ahead. Did you have a question on there?
Sorry, Colin. Comment?
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, it's Benita from me. So basically, I just wanted to go back on the topic. So you were just talking about the athlete that was forced to apologize, right?
That's right.
And yes, so there's a singer from the 90s. I don't know if any of you have heard of her, but she's called Heather Small, I think. Yeah, Heather Small. And she's on the BBC documentary at the moment. And on one of the episodes, she is actually in a church with a bunch of like white people. And she's the only one. So she's got her dreadlocks and a head wrap and whatnot. And apparently she was victimized within this church. You know, when basically it's a typical question that you get where someone asks where you're really from. So she goes, well, I'm from Britain, I'm from the UK. And then they're getting big saying, oh, well, where are you really from? So she goes, well, I'm British, what else do you want me to say? And then apparently the person said to her, well, aren't people from Britain all blonde haired and blue eyes? So she thought, wait 1 minute, so you're getting at my race. So she was upset about it anyway. Mm-hmm. However, the way it was portrayed in the documentary, they made her look like she had a bad attitude and that no one was getting at her. So basically, it didn't show you the comment that the person made. It showed you her complaining about it afterwards. So basically, when it happened, she tried to address it with the rest of the group, and it just made, like me watching it, I just thought this is wrong. So basically, it was reported in the Daily Mail. You can look it up yourself. You can type in Heather Small. I don't know the name of the documentary. And the BBC was apparently forced. This is how they put it: forced to apologise for this racist victimisation. So why is it labelled as forced to apologise when he was getting at, you can't say to someone, oh, look, people from Britain are all blonde hair, blue eyes, and then making her look like she's the only one who had the problem.
And
So
sorry to cut you there.
yeah,
Sorry to cut you there. And that's how it works, man. The oppressor will make out like you're the issue when you're just sticking up for yourself. Like we in the I.S.U.P.K go for all the time, man. We're considered racist. Why? Because we don't want to love our oppressors, man. We see that they kill black people, hate black people, deport the women's generation, shoot Mark Duggan. And when we speak about it, we're racist, man. Right. Just like with the sister here. The sister said what she had to say, and oh God, something's wrong with her. She got an attitude, man. You're a black man, you got a screw face. Why? Because the oppressor put you in this condition, man. Put drugs in your neighborhoods. You know what I mean? Promotes black on black crime. And God forbid you have a screw face. God forbid you don't smile. Like, why would you smile with drugs in your neighborhood, man? Right. If you walk around with a smile with all the coke in your neighborhoods, man, and all the kids killing kids, man, look like, oh, them black people never smile, man. Look at them, man, with their sour face, man. Look at them. They always act like, like the world's on their shoulders, man. And so it's just the norm. That's how it is. You know what I mean?
And it's a celebrity as well, so it's always, I see it as a way of downplaying the status. So they've done well for themselves, and then obviously, if you're a singer, athlete, it doesn't matter who you are, they will always find a way to try and downplay it.
Just wanted to add on to that as well. It's like as if you can't speak up for yourself, man. It's like if you speak against what they like, then there's something wrong with you. And that dates back to us working in the West Indies, man, where basically all what you did was just pick the cane and I don't want to hear anything. And that attitude is still around even till this day, where you want to speak up and it's like you can't, or you're racist. If you speak up, oh man, what's wrong with you? You got this attitude problem. Right. When it's normal to speak up for yourself, it's part of human nature. If something ain't right, you didn't punch no one in the face. That's right. You didn't, do something. All you done was use your mouth, man, just to speak up against the wrong. And when you do, you have an attitude, man. You got all these things wrong with you when you ain't even done anything wrong.
That's right, but for this is for calling, man. Anything else you want to bring out?
Shalom.
All right, shalom, man. How about shalom? And that was true, man. Now that you can't even celebrate, man. Like the dumb bastard, we would never know how they celebrate because they don't win, man. Angry with us, man. So like if you could read that scripture.
And also from that video too, they're not angry about the gun fingers he done, man. They're angry about him winning, man. Right. And obviously, of course, when you're angry and you want to vent, you're, of course, in the UPK, we don't do this, but in the world, if someone don't like you, they look for anything, man. That's right. You know what I mean? The gun fingers ain't nothing. So you're telling me if he was last in the race and he done that, it wouldn't be an issue, man. They wouldn't even care. But when you're the winner and you can't knock him winning, you can't say anything against him winning. Why? Because he run the race fairly, man. That's right. But though, those gun fingers, nah, man. That's so aggressive. He's promoting gun violence. No, he's not, man. Right. But you can't get at him for the winning, so you look for something else.
It's like you said, got another call. That's 1 second.
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yahshabarakatam.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshabarakatam.
Everything good?
Everything good, man. How you over there in Amsterdam? Yeah, it's like in the Netherlands, Slovakia.
We're fine, sir. We're fine. I'm holding on here. Sir, I call in with a question. I know we're not supposed to choose like anybody out of our race to be our leaders,
That's right.
Like, but in America, they can vote like for a president and like that. And my question is like, we that are from the islands, how do we look upon that? Like, can I go to Curacao and try to be the president? Would that be lawful?
Okay, so what his brother said was, we're not, as blacks and Hispanics, it's unlawful for us to go to our oppressors for help. So saying, what about a black country like Curacao? Would it be lawful to be the president? You know what I mean? So again, what you don't understand is even the Caribbean islands are still run by the oppressor. The black man who you see is prime minister, the black man you see who's the prime minister or the president is a puppet for them in them countries. Black people do not own Jamaica. You'll see Jamaica's a predominantly black country, so you'll think black people own Jamaica when it's not. It's the Chinese mainly, then the Eastern European. As black people, we're poor, man. The islands, the Caribbean islands, are in the pockets of a lot of different nations, man.
That's right.
And they use them islands for their beaches and make money off the beaches and the resorts, man. So again, no, what you're supposed to do, again, is follow a black man called YAHANNA, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who set up the I.S.U.P.K. That's the man you're supposed to follow, man. And guess what? When you come in the I.S.U.P.K. and you build up this kingdom, then you will be the president of the world, man. Don't worry about being the president of Curacao. Guess what? You could never be the president of Curacao. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you don't believe in eating pork.
Right.
You don't believe in homosexuality. And guess what? They will never vote you in office, man.
That's right.
Because a lot of our people have been Christianized and we love to sin. And the oppressor will never even make you run for president. You know why? Because you're righteous. And every president gives what's the people that they give their country the right to be homosexual, man.
That's right.
The right to eat pork, man. Democracy, and you won't do that. Hence why they won't let you be president, man. The Bible says what? The world love his own, and you're not of the world, therefore the world don't love you, man.
That's right.
The Bible says if you were of the world would love you, man. If you was out there teaching about Christmas, guess what, man? Everyone will love you, man. You get 1,000 likes, man. You'll be rich like one of these rappers, man. But because you ain't like that, they would never let you be president in the first place, man. It wouldn't work, man. So like someone chime in on that. Or that's what
That was 12.
that was 12. So that answered your question. You know, just let me know. Give me back.
It did answer my question, sir.
Any other questions?
No, that was it, sir.
All right, Anthony. Give answer my hand, man. Powerful bro from Amsterdam, man. You're gonna see us in Amsterdam soon, man. You get me speaking that Dutch, but no way. I got the app, man. I got the app. I've been learning the Dutch alphabet. You think I'm playing, man? I will give it to you right now, but I feel a bit shy, man. No, watch that, man. We'll see it, man. All right, Amsterdam. Keep strong, yeah. Look at that, man. UPK, we international, man.
Right.
That's why some man vexing us. That's why they want to call police on us, man. Want to try to shut down the truth, man, because they're seeing black people all over the globe, man, spreading, man.
Right.
And they're seeing black men proud all over the globe. They don't like that, man. And let me show you this video again. I'm gonna say something else.
As possible, and it is just that he was maybe 2 meters ahead, but.
And don't just remind you of what happened to Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling had a tattoo of a gun on his leg, man, which is his personal business. He can have whatever he wants, man. How is it men got tattoos of whores and stuff that they used to have sex with in the past, and nothing's wrong with that? Raheem Sterling had a gun in his leg, and they're judging the man by his tattoo on his leg, and not by what he does, man.
Right.
Judge the man on what he does, which is playing football, man. This man's scoring goals for your country, man. Shut up and be happy, man.
That's right.
So yeah, scores goals, but look at that tattoo on his leg, man. Don't worry about his tattoo, man. You know what the other one said? It don't matter what you do, black man, they will hate you, man. All of a sudden, England got a problem with guns. The tattoos are so disgusting. Meanwhile, all your pubs are named after guns, man. The Cross Arms, Guns and Roses. Arsenal, what's the nickname? The Gunners, man. What's the emblem? It's a cannon. All of a sudden, you got a problem with guns, man. They got a problem when black people have guns, man. That's the problem, man. Right. Like, we move forward anyway, man. I digress, man. Because slackers, wind me up, man. So luck, yeah. Again, so this is another one anyway. The brother said, why shouldn't we be prime minister or president? Because this is the reason why, man. Your prime ministers and presidents, they're all liars, man. They all say stuff to get into office. And when they get into office, they never meet their promises, man. And this is Sadiq Khan, who's the mayor of London. And this is what a man said to him the other day in his press conference.
Robbery is up, knife crime is up, rape is up, taking motor vehicle offences is up, residential burglary is up, knife crime with injury is up, knife crime with injury and robbery is up. And you think, honestly, that London is more safe now than when you took over as Mayor of London?
I do.
That's absolutely extraordinary. On the 2nd of June... Gun crime is up, robbery is up, knife crime is up, rape is up, taking motor vehicle offences is up, residential burglary is up, knife crime with injury is up, knife crime with injury and robbery is up, and you think, honestly, that London is more safe now than when you took over as Mayor of London?
I do.
That's absolutely extraordinary. On the 2nd of June, you gave an interview to Niall Patterson at Sky News, and he asked you, to what extent then is it a matter of personal regret to you that London is less safe than when you took the job? And you responded, oh, it's not less safe, that's the first thing. So I had a look at the Metropolitan Police's statistics. And in 2015-16, for example, there were 21,361 robberies recorded. Last year, there were 35,216, which is an increase of 65%. In that light, Mr. Mayor, do you think the state in London is not less safe than when you took over? Was an honest thing to say?
I do. And you
do?
Pick it.
That's extraordinary.
I'm very happy to have a discussion on what the definition of robbery is, actually.
So another statistic for you then, which is a Metropolitan Police statistic. In 2015-16, there were 9,704 recorded knife crimes, and last year there were 15,003, which is an increase of 55%. Do you think...
Listen, that video is 5 minutes long. We can go for 5 minutes. It's embarrassing, Sadiq Khan, man.
That's right.
And that's why you can't be prime minister, because you're going to be a prime minister in their kingdom, man. You're going to have to uphold what they want you to uphold. You're going to have to teach what they want you to teach, man. You're going to have to push what they want you to push, man. And you're going to have to be a liar, because that's what all politicians are, man. Since Sadiq Khan's been in office, knife crime is up, robbery is up, rape is up. And I could imagine the speech he gave before he came into office. I could imagine it, man. Vote for me, I will make your streets safer. Could you imagine the shit he said to make black people say, yeah, I'm voting for him, man? I could imagine the stuff he said to make black people, yeah, I'm voting for him. Listen, he sounds convincing, man. Yo, what was the voting booth, man? And this man didn't keep one of his promises, man. And there's one group of people that will keep the street safe, man. And that's the I.S.U.P.K, man. That's Slovakia, man.
That's right.
If you're a white man out there, you hate the I.S.U.P.K, you should love white people, man. Slovakia. You should love the I.S.U.P.K, man. You should love the I.S.U.P.K, man. Slovakia. If you're a white man out there, oppressor, you should love the I.S.U.P.K, man. Listen, this man said what? Knife crime is up, black on black crime is up, robbing is up, and guess what? We teach against all them things, man. So you shouldn't fight against us. You should let us free, man. And guess what? We'll bring that knife crime that you hate so much, we'll bring it down for you. That rape that you hate so much, we'll bring it right down for you. Guess what? We teach brothers to stop being rapists, man. We teach brothers to stop stabbing each other, man. You should be happy for us, man. Anyone would think that you want a knife crime up, man. So lucky, maybe you want a knife crime up. Maybe when the knife crime is up, your solicitors get paid, man. I don't know. Is that I'm overthinking? Could be that, man. Because it seems like I'm trying to help black people. You're more obsessed with me just loving black people, man. Right. Not the things that we do for black people. That's right. You're just obsessed with the fact that I don't like you, man. So like it's
and also as well, this goes for like those that say I can fight it from the inside out. Do you know why you can't fight it from the inside out? Because you're honest, man. That's right. You mean you actually mean what you say, and to get a job like his job, you got to be a liar, man. That's right. You got to lie and know you don't mean what you say. That's why you can't fight this oppressor from the inside out. You can't say, well, you mean I'm gonna get to where he is and I'm gonna fix things when the whole thing is based on lying, man. Right. The whole thing is based on I just say the right thing to get the votes, and afterwards I just help those that make me rich, man. That's right. You mean now, yes, he is over London, but he doesn't care about everybody in London, man. That's right. All he cares about is those rich white guys that drive those Maybachs and all those Bentleys, all the people that make him rich. But the average man in London, he's not caring about you, man. And that's why he has to lie. He has to lie and convince you that, listen, if you vote for me, I'm going to make London the kingdom of heaven, man. Right. And then once he is elected, he's like, okay, now let me help those who help me, man. Let me help those in London who, in my eyes, matter the most. And it's not you, black man.
It's all black people out there, all my black Londoners out there, man. You should see the mess that this man's made, and you should want to come in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Listen, you know what I mean? You voted for this man, and he's done a terrible job, man. When are you going to open your eyes and say, listen, I voted for him, I voted for John Major, I voted for David Cameron, I voted for Theresa May, and all of them have done me dirty, man. Let me try something else, man. How about you give the I.S.U.P.K a try? How about you try it, man? Give us a try, man. Listen, we can't do any worse from what they're doing. Listen, with Sadiq Khan in the office, the crime's gone up. Give YAHANNA a try, man. Give Jesus a try. Just try it, man. You tried the church, you tried the mosque, you tried Sadiq Khan, man, and all these things have failed you, man. You fought in the army, you even joined the RAF, man, and all these things have failed black people. Give God a try, man. How about you try that, man? Give that a try, man. It's like it's oh shit, that's why they bring that precept, man. You know, a fire one, man. That's what we're supposed to do, man. Sadiq Khan, not only did he not bring down the knife crime, it went up since he's been in office, man. So what is this man doing in office? I'm gonna tell you what he's doing, black man. He's in office and he's not thinking about you, man. I believe he's working. I believe he's working hard. He's working his ass off, man. He's working to get, the tax rate down for oppressors and working in this community and that community. Guess what, black man? While he's working so hard, he's forgotten about you, man. He's not concerned about what happens in the ghetto, man. He's not concerned about what happens in Hackney and Tottenham and, Peckham and Brixton, man. That's where the knife comes up. Had he been concerned, he would have done his job. I probably had more police out there, worked with the youth, got black kids to come off drugs, got black kids to put their knife down. Evidently, he's not working with the youth, man. It's gone up. It's not even the same or slightly. It's gone up, man, through the roof. That's because he don't love black people, man.
Give me Isaiah 55:1. Isaiah 55:1.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that have no money.
So now imagine that, man. The Lord saying, listen, man, you can come to me if you got no money, man. You're going to read that.
Salakia. Book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters, and he that have no money.
And imagine that, man. You can serve the Lord and have no money, man.
That's right.
Meaning, for you to serve God, you don't need riches, man.
That's right.
Sadiq Khan, he only cares about you if you got money, man.
Right.
You mean when now under a video, who does the knife crime affect? Those that are a poor man.
That's right.
All of the rapings and the robberies and the gun crime, it's not affecting the rich. Sadiq Khan cares about the rich.
That's right.
And we read in the book of Isaiah that you can get the water of the Lord and you ain't gotta have no money, man.
That's right.
So why follow Sadiq Khan if you can serve a living God and he doesn't want your money, man?
That's right.
He wants your obedience, man.
That's right.
Sadiq Khan wants your money, man. That's why he makes London safe for rich Londoners, not the common London man who's, behind on the rent, man.
That's right.
That's why the crime is so high, because his goal ain't to help you, man. His goal is to help rich Londoners. And guess what? There's a God in heaven and you can serve him with no money, man.
That's right.
He doesn't look at you and go, well, I would help you, but you're not really in the market I'm trying to help, man. You're not rich enough. The God we serve, he wants you even with no money, man.
That's right.
Read on.
Come ye, buy and eat.
Come ye, buy and eat, man. Meaning you can get the knowledge of the Lord for free, man.
That's right.
You ain't got any money and you can buy it, man. You ain't got the money and you can have it, man.
That's right.
Listen, man, leave Sadiq Khan alone, man, and serve the living God, man.
That's right.
You can buy and eat and you don't have to have no money, man.
That's right.
That's how merciful the Lord is.
Right.
Read on.
Yea, come, buy wine and milk without money.
And imagine that, man. The Lord, he's going to give you everything and you don't have to have no money, man. And that's what we need, man. We need a God that actually cares about us, man.
That's right.
Sadiq Khan, I know some of you think I'm lying. He doesn't care about you, man.
That's right.
That's why the crime is up to heaven. And he's like, well, everything's fine. Because in his eyes, you're not on his mind anyway, man.
That's right.
You're not even a thought in his mind. That's why in his eyes, everything has gone down. He believes it because you're not even a thought to him anyway.
That's right.
That's it on that.
So the one is correct, man. Black people are a minority in London. So if your job is to make London a great place, are you going to focus on the minority? No, man. Imagine you want to be known as the greatest mayor of all times. So who are you going to please? The majority? You're going to lower tax for the majority, give housing for who? The majority. Remember, you want a second term, man. You want to be voted in again. You want to be known as like the big Sadiq Khan in history, man. So who are you going to please, man? The majority? So why would you help the minority, man? Why would you help a few black people? These people are not going to get me that name I want, man. These people ain't going to get me in office a second time, man. These people are not going to put my name out there. They're a small number, man. Let them stay in their moldy houses, man. Let them stay over there in there, you know. And let me tell you something as well about Sadiq Khan, man. When you're worried about Palestine and Sadiq Khan's doing such a good job, there was a black man in South London, man, living in a moldy house, man. Living in a moldy apartment, man. And he had cerebral palsy and he was living in a moldy house and he couldn't breathe, man. And we're gonna get that, man. So luck, yeah. We're gonna get that. What about now? You know what time it is, yeah? You don't know what time it is?
We know what time it is.
Go on, Carter. Grab your mic. If you don't know what time it is right about now, man, listen. It's time for the...
Why, so I run that one more time, officer. Yo, this is the Officer Quaza tuning into On the Ends Radio with the YAHANNA segment. What you got for me, officer? Card Tuesday, right about now, yeah. What's it saying? Slack Spurs punished by Villa as returning fans make their anger heard. Boy, sir, Tuesday I don't even watch football like that, but yo, Edomites were coming up to me at work saying, yo, Aston Villa got, no, what is it? Tottenham got wigged by Aston Villa, you know, fam. Rest, you know, isn't that Captain Mashak's team? I'm sure that's Captain Mashak's team, you know. Trust me. I heard they got wigged like I was wigging Dangobara at his Trust me. That's why Captain Mashak's scared to come online, you know. Trust me, because he knows he's not ready for me on PP, you know. But trust me, yeah, man, I heard they got wigged, but on to the next one. Boy, sir, what does it say? Study claims long working hours are killing almost 750 people, 50,000 people a year. Boy, sir, they don't know about long working hours. What's that, 9 hours a day? What was we working 24 hours a day?
That's right.
Boy, and we was living, you understand, until they killed us physically. So that's how you know, say these white people are just weak, man.
That's right.
That's why we're the strong people and they're the weak people, man.
That's right.
Why? Run the next one. Why, sir? Lil Durk checks people on stage for not turning up during his show. Boy, I watched this shit. Lil Durk was like, yo, you man are dry, you know. Them man are dry like Jacob's crackers, you know, on stage. Trust me. This is why you have to join the ISUPK, Lil Durk,
That's
man.
right.
The brothers in here ain't dry, you know. If we was on that stage, yo, thing will be turned up, you know, brother. We'll turn up in town, yo. We get the place lit, you know, brother.
Right.
In the middle of town, and we preach this word of God, man.
That's
yo,
right.
You should have paid us to come on that stage, you just look at that. But yo, this is the Officer Quaza tuning out On the Ends Radio with the YAHANNA segment.
No, so yeah. Just on the back of that little dirt thing, not being rude, but if he's the entertainer, it's his job to make them get that way. You can't be upset at someone for not doing something when it's your job to make them get a turn up, man.
Right.
You can't be vexed at people. You know what I mean? So it shows that his performance wasn't that great, man.
So I go. I'm filming real quick, man. So what I got? Dirk had a show, and no one ain't getting into it. Dirk's my nigga, you know. I fuck with Dirk, man. You fuck with Dirk. Come on, man. Listen, don't disrespect Dirk like that. Listen, if Dirk comes to Brum, listen, we going.
I know.
We're going 10 man strong. Listen, we're going with all black, does everything. And we're gonna show Dirk. We're gonna show Dirk the respect he needs, man. So lucky, man. Dirk goes in, man.
Trust me, little Dirk's all right, man. But his brothers weren't backing him up on stage, and they weren't getting hyped and that. And he's obviously turned around and he's gone, all right, you man need to go back inside because he's like a dry, man. He's like making me look dry and that.
Come on, man. Don't do Dirk like that, man. Come on, don't do Dirk. Oh, Slacky Dog, go on.
Trust me.
Listen, man, Little Dirk's one of the hardest out, man. You gotta listen
Come on, tell him.
You gotta listen to Sign to the Streets 2.5. That's one of the albums. Listen to The Voice and listen to The Voice Deluxe. But on the back of the YAHANNA section, don't listen to Quatters. I whooped him on FIFA, man. Listen, I whooped him. You can ask Officer Shamgar. Shamgar was sitting there, man. if Shamgar's online, just call in. I need a witness. I whooped him and he was making excuses, talking about, oh, it hasn't been updated and this and that. And I'm saying, yo, this is the first time I'm playing as well. Didn't I open it fresh out the pack when you was there? I'm saying, I'm not getting involved. I'm saying I whooped him. Listen, honestly, when it comes to like games like FIFA and that, I'm untouchable. So lucky. Next one if you want.
I don't want to get involved, but listen, I weren't there. But what I know is that Dagobah is undefeated in this FIFA thing.
There you go.
I've seen Dagobah whoop niggas for I've seen Dagobah. I must say no names, but I've seen Dagobah whoop the so-called best of the best, man.
Captain Shots lucky.
That's a mind when it's on lucky. I've been in events and Dagobah is running through everyone.
Captain Shots lucky.
So that's what I got to say, man. But back to Sadiq Khan, man. He ain't got off the hook, man. Talking about he done a great job, man. If your job's so great, explain this, man. So I want to know.
Next to the machines that help Junior breathe grows black mold that makes it harder. His bedroom is covered in it. So too is the bedroom where his 24-hour carer sleeps. With a neuromuscular condition, the 29-year-old cannot walk and can barely talk. The care staff hired to help him also spend their time wiping down the walls of his mold-infested South London flat.
Actually feels very depressing because I kind of notice that I'm not able to come off the ventilator as much as I used to. Staying in this property that's full of mold is actually making me worse.
Junior has complained consistently to housing association L&Q since 2019. His doctors have also written to them, warning of the dangers of him living around mould and damp.
I'm struggling in this flat. I've noticed that my lungs are actually starting to hurt.
Look at that, man. This man said his lungs are starting to hurt, man. I'm supposed to believe in some MP. I'm not patriotic because I don't believe the lies of some MP. Damn that, man. Right. God of the Bible don't tell lies, man. And God of the Bible made me a better promise than the one Sadiq Khan gave to me, man. Right. Sadiq Khan said we get you safer housing, safer streets, you know, your kids have better education. And he lied on all what he said, man. The God of the Bible says, listen to me, and guess what? You have a kingdom, man. I'm listening to God, man. Damn Sadiq Khan, man. Right. And look how evil Sadiq Khan. I can't vote for that, man. He's evil, man. Has black people in your city suffering, disabled, are disabled to have mold in your house, man? Imagine that. If a disabled man can't get a good house to live in, then what choice do I have, man? If a man who's disabled can't get a good house to live in, then what chance do I have, man? You hate a man who's disabled, man, who can't even look after himself. Then damn, I don't stand a chance, man. I can't vote for you, so lucky, man. I'm gonna vote for Yahweh who loves black people, man. Right. You don't even care about disabled black people, man. You don't care about black people that can't help themselves. Usually, a man who's disabled, people say, "Oh, leave him, let him off, man." You don't even love those black people, man. So listen to damn Sadiq Khan, man. I'm gonna vote for Yahweh, man. Yeah. Shout out. Sadiq Khan never got put up on no cross for black people, man. Sadiq Khan didn't go to Jerusalem, you know, doing miracles on black people or making blind black people see, man. So listen, for that reason, I can't vote for Sadiq Khan, man. That's right. Let Sadiq Khan help his own people, man, and you know, give him more mosques and you know, make Eid a national holiday. Meanwhile, leave the I.S.U.P.K to do our job, man, and raise black people, man, and give black people good housing, man. I'm supposed to vote for this man. And he got black people living in South London with damp, man, with mold. Right. You know what that stuff does to your lungs. This brother here is almost knocking on death's door as it is, man. And now he must breathe in mold as well, man. And guess what? You can thank Sadiq Khan for that, man. Yeah. Sadiq Khan's doing such a good job of making sure that everyone's safe. Making sure that he's doing such a good job of making sure everyone got good housing, man. You keep voting for him, man.
Yeah, so lucky if I could. Like the sad thing about that story is you can look at the brother and you can tell that he doesn't have like a lot of people behind him. And when you don't have nobody behind you, the heathens will treat you like that because they see you as, you know what, this man's just all on his own. We don't need to move mountains for him. Whereas if he was in the I.S.U.P.K, everyone would be making calls every day, man. Right. And we would make sure he's not living in that condition. So it all comes down to this man kind of not having that. Now, I don't know if his family's there for him or whatnot. It didn't say. But by the looks of it, it looks like he's not getting the true support that he needs. Right. Like it said that he complained to the council. He needs someone to do it on his behalf. Like he needs someone who's I don't want to say able-bodied because it sounds disrespectful. What I mean is someone who is good with paperwork, someone who can go to the council for him and speak on his behalf, and he needs more than one person to do it. Whereas in the I.S.U.P.K, if he was in here, we would go there and we would make sure he's not sleeping in a moldy house, man. Even if we have to give him the living room downstairs, he's going to be somewhere where there's no mold. But when you're not in the truth and people don't really love you, like I'm not saying his family don't love him, but when people don't really love you, they won't rearrange their living room for you, man. They're gonna be like, nah, this is my living room and you ain't going to put no bed in here. But in the I.S.U.P.K, because we love one another, we wouldn't have you sleeping in mold. Why? Because we love you and we understand your life is more precious to us than that living room, man. So we'll move things around in the living room so you can get your bed in there so you can be out the mold. So while you're out the mold, we'll be complaining to the housing, complaining to the council. We'll be writing letters, pulling up there and doing all these things, man, to make sure that this brother's not staying in a moldy apartment by himself. They said they're constantly wiping down the walls. And this is why every black man needs to come together, because if we gathered together and all of us rallied behind that man, they would have to give him a house, even if they didn't want to. Even if they didn't want to give him a house, just because of the outcry and support he would be receiving, they'll be like, you know what? We don't want all the backlash from these black people. So let's just give this man a house. But because they're not receiving nothing major, they can just fob him off and just leave him in a moldy apartment. And this is the part where we need to play our part, where we all need to come together. One man's got a house like that. We all come together and march to the council saying, yo, you can't have him sleeping in this condition. We do what them Indians done to get those 2 Indian men out the van, man. All of them surrounded the van. And what happened? They released those 2 Indian men. Why? Because of the outcry of the people. Whereas if we all do that for this black man, they would have to give him a new place, man. They got tons of houses out there. Don't let them lie to you about, oh, there's no properties. The Somalians come over here and be getting 8-bedroom houses, man. Somalians who ain't worked a day in their life, came illegally. They be getting houses. Where meanwhile, this man who's got a disability, he's living in a moldy place, man. This is what would happen if we all come together. They would kick them Somalians out of that place, put him in there, and them Somalians will go in the mold, man. Right. And then Somalians, that's their own problems. Somalians and whatever, that's their own problem. There's nothing to do with us. But for us, what we need to do is get this. We need to find a way to contact him. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah, man, like what you said was deep, man. And this is the video that Dungabar was talking about, man, about the immigration van. So there's a van that got 2 Indian men, an immigration van, yeah, that 2 Indian men in there, ready to dip them now, you know. And white people surrounded this van, surrounded the van, and guess what? Got these 2 Indian men, illegal immigrants, mind you. These men weren't kidnapped. They weren't kidnapped. They shouldn't be there. They was lawfully arrested. Why? Because their papers went straight, man, and got these men out of the immigration van, man. And who went to the airport and protested for black people when we was getting deported for the Windrush, man? Nobody. Who stopped intercepted the police cars? So this ain't shooting Mark Duggan, man. And the Windrush generation was supposed to be here. These men ain't supposed to be here, man. They're supposed to get dipped. If your paperwork ain't right, you're supposed to get dipped, man. And they stopped it saying, this is wrong. This is humane. What's wrong about it? So explain to me what's wrong about it. So like, yeah, you got no paperwork. You come here illegally. You're meant to get dipped, man. And these people got them out, man. Got them out, man. But when it comes to black people, well, you know, what they say, when we got deported, Javid Savage said that, the ones we deported, they were rapists anyway. That's a fact. That's what he said. And when they checked the paperwork, these Jamaicans weren't rapists, man. 9 times out of 10, no offense, these Indian men could have been rapists. Like I said, you have seen the statistics about the Asian grooming gangs. If anyone's likely to be a rapist, damn, I've seen like 10 cases or more of what's called Muslim grooming gangs, and every last one of them are Asian, man. So lucky, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't seem right to come to people on Eid of the day and try and take them away from their home.
When the door opened, how did you feel?
That's happy. It's feeling good. With all the sports, all the people is coming here. The sport is the happy. You know?
Do you have anything that you want to say to the people who came to support you today?
Yeah. Thank you very, very much. I'll go that message.
I'm so happy that my fate brought me to live here in Glasgow, where the people are so connected that they'll come out onto the streets to help one of their own.
Appreciate it.
I gotta stop it, Sluck. I'm getting pissed off, man. And where was this when black people got dipped, man? When black people got dipped, oh yeah. And guess what? We actually built the country, man. The people that got dipped were the ones that actually built the country. We're the reason why you got immigration, man. It's that nice, fancy immigration van with the paintwork on the side. We're the reason you got that, man. Mr. Khan comes now. Ain't done nothing but, work at a chip shop, man. I make some fire down meat and chips, man. Yo, the Indian man like it can make some fire down meat and chips, man. The salt and vinegar. You might fuck with chili mayonnaise.
Yeah, chili mayonnaise.
You like chili mayonnaise now? Yeah. You like to make some fire chili mayonnaise, man. And guess what? For him, they stopped the van for him.
Right.
And meanwhile, a woman that's been working for the NHS from she was 16, she gotta go home. And a man that can't speak English, man. Can't speak. Listen, you don't speak English. What can you do? You can't work. You can't really function. And when they'll stop the van for him, that shows how much England hates black people, man. Our life means nothing to oppressors, man. It means nothing. That's why we die so much, and no one's ever said, "Yo, what's going on? Let's do something about this." That's why we get deported, and no one goes, "Listen, let's do something about this." But India, man, he is a human being. Oppressors care about human beings, and they don't care about black people because to them, we are not human beings, man. It's like,
and this is why we're always saying there's two Great Britons, man. There's one where everybody else lives in, and there's one where black people live in. One time there was a march for the Windrush generation in town, and no one came out, man. There's only about 10 people there. Meanwhile, these two Indian men who are illegal, bearing in mind the Windrush generation, they was legal. So these men, they was overwhelmed with how the British public treated them, got them out the van. The man's out the van waving and whatnot. He's waving. Why? Because he's getting to stay in England, man. Meanwhile, people like Paulette Wilson, man, died of a broken heart, man. Died of a broken heart. Why? Because she lived in England. She was in England from she was young, either 3 or 6. And she died not knowing if she was going to be deported, man. Tons of other black people died not knowing if they was going to be deported. Imagine you spending your last years in your 60s and you're stressed thinking, am I going to go back to the Caribbean where I haven't been since I was 3? You got no money, no nothing. They had that lingering over their head. Meanwhile, these East Indian men that are illegal, they breaking them out the vans, man. Right. They surrounded the van, meaning we're not going to let the van go nowhere. When it was time for black people to leave on charter flights, nobody cared, man. People saying, well, they're illegal, get them gone, which lets you know that this place has a deep hatred for black people. Right. Now, Presser, he don't really like no one other than himself, but every other nation gets benefits other than us, man. These East Indians get benefits, Chinese get benefits, but when it comes to black people, what happens? No benefits, no mercy. Like we're the only people who receive no mercy from nobody. We get deported, we get abused, right. we get killed on the streets. That's right. And then they still have the cheek to say Great Britain's not racist, man. They have the nerve to say England's not racist. Meanwhile, you're deporting black people, but England's not racist. That's right. Meanwhile, you're sending black children to disability schools like the program that came on yesterday, but England's not racist. Meanwhile, you're paying black people 20 grand less than others wants to get certain barrister jobs, but England's not racist. Meanwhile, you don't let black people into certain universities, but England's not racist. And listen, man, for everybody that loves Great Britain, man, this has been hell for us, man. Imagine you can't even get a job. Imagine the police harass you. Every time you drive in your car, people look at you like you shouldn't have that nice car. Meanwhile, you've worked hard for that car, man. They look at you like they look at you like you scum. When white people see black people in a nice car, in their mind, it's like, why have you got that? You shouldn't have it, man. This is a place where we've never experienced freedom, man. Right. We've never experienced equality, even though we don't want it. We've never experienced equality. So when black people always want to join Great Britain, understand this, man. They're never going to let you fit in, man. The only way they like you is if you bow down to them and you admit to being their slave, man. Now, everybody that's waving around Great British flags and Great Britain's so great, I got two words for you. Fuck Britain. And onto the next one. If no one's
we ain't done, man. We ain't done. They call it Great Britain, but I want to know what's so great about Britain, man. So luck, yeah. I want to know what's so great about Britain, man. Britain's never been great to black people, man. I'm gonna run it down. Listen, this Great Britain country put black people in slavery, man. So what is so great about what is so great for Britain for black people, man? Then after that, black people was denied jobs in the 60s when we came over here, man. Then we fought in World War I and II, man, and we don't get acknowledged. In 2021, there's a small memorial that's 10 feet tall for black people, man. Letting black people know, listen, that's your monument over there, man. Have that one. Don't have our monument. And they tell black people we're all one. England has never been great to black people, man. Then the people that work hard, black people came to England and worked hard and was given all the hard jobs, man, for minimum wage and was denied housing. Black people had to live in one house, man, while white people for £2 could rent the whole house. But we had to rent a room. And they got the guy, we had to rent a room, and the oppressor would take the bath out the bathroom and turn it into a room to get more tenants, man. England's never been great to black people. You show me any time. I ran it down from slavery all the way to 2021, man. Right. And so far, England hasn't been great to black people. You show me a time in history where England's been great to black people, man. Right. And then what? In the 2000s, they shot Mark Duggan, man. I said that I'll do it again. Put drugs in our neighborhoods, man. Then on top of all that, guess what? Them same people that you paid minimum wage and crammed them into houses, you deported them back to the islands, man. England's never been great to black people, man. Right. Great Britain is a great place for Indian people and Chinese and white and all other people. Is not great for black people, man. Right. So lucky, man. What's anything else? I'm trying.
And also, it don't even make sense because with Britain, it's not great. Even looking at it from a basic level, England doesn't produce anything, man. England has lots of imports more than exports, man. Right. Now, if you're in a country and it's great, it must be producing something that makes it great. That's right. So even that in itself, it's a farce, man. Right. You mean they don't work hard? Let me tell you something. The white Englishman is lazy, man. Right. He is lazy. You know what I mean? If you've been on some of these jobs, he's having a fag break every 10 minutes, man. Right. They're trying to kill me in there, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like as if it's only him working on the job, man. Right. England is not great. Right. And you know what I mean? And you know something? Even deep down, the oppressor, he knows it too, man. That's right.
I see quarters are like burning, you know, just dump some England, man. They say England ain't great, man. Not to black people anyway. England's a great country for Somalis, man. Oh my God. You're a refugee, you come from Somalia, you get a house. Meanwhile, what do we get? We get a house too with mold though, man. In Somalia, you get a nice house, man. You get a hotel paid for by taxpayers' money. If you're black though, you get a hotel with mold, man. It's a nice place, man. If you're Asian and you get deported, the community will stand and stand in front of the immigration van and get you out, man. If you're black, nobody stands in the way. Right. That flight is going to be on time. that flight is due to land in Kings at 7. It's going to be landing at 7, man. If you're lucky, you probably land 6:30, man. You out of the country quick, man. Yeah, it's different, man. If you're a black man out there and police are onto you, you're gonna get shot, man. If you're a white man, you get locked up, man. You get a second chance, man. Right. That's how great England is to black people, man. That's right. But anyway, when moving on, slacking, man. We gotta go to Snoop Dogg's daughter, man. Anyone hear the story about Snoop Dogg's daughter? No. Oh man, sad to hear, man. Snoop Dogg's daughter got mental issues, man, and she tried to commit suicide. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get into that real quick. Babakusha, so read that for me, please, Babakusha.
Snoop Dogg's daughter, Corey Brodus, 21, reveals she recently tried to end her life in candid posts about a mental health struggle.
Look at that, man. And this is why we teach at I.S.U.P.K, because black people, we're all going through curses, man. Don't matter if you're rich. This is Snoop Dogg's daughter, man. Snoop Dogg been making hit records since Death Row, man. Since the early 90s, man. She got money. We think that our problem is all about money. It's not about money, man. It's about being black, man. That's right. We have a black problem. And listen, we all need to come back to the truth, man. Else we all will die, man. We all will live a life of misery. We all will live a life of pain, no matter how rich you are, no matter how poor you are, man. This is Snoop Dogg. Listen, this is the D.O.G.'s daughter, man. This is the same man that made, well, this one hits, Murder Was a Case That They Gave Me, Gin and Juice, What's My Name, Snoop Upside Your Head. Right. Drop it like it's hot, man. This man got money, man. And guess what? His daughter's experiencing the same thing we all experience, man. That's right. We all, they say what? Depression is number one in the black community, man. Suicide is big in the black community. And Snoop Dogg got money. And guess what? His daughter's going for the same thing that Letitia goes through, man, living in Handsworth, man.
Right.
The exact same thing. What Snoop Dogg needs to do, what his daughter needs to do is come to the UPK, man.
That's
and
right.
we'll show how to fight them demons, man. Keep it in.
You and my family really give me a purpose to live.
Keep it in. It's like,
Corey Brodus, the youngest child of hip-hop entertainer Snoop Dogg, is opening up about her private mental health struggles. The musician, 21, took to social media on Sunday in a series of posts in which she revealed she recently attempted suicide.
All right, so this is she tried to commit suicide, man. She got demons on there, man. She got demons on there, and the one thing at the UPK that we do best is exercise demons, man.
That's right.
One thing we do best is exercise demons, man. So, like, give me Mark 5:5. People think a demon is some spirit in you that makes you levitate off the ground, man. A demon is depression, man.
Right.
A demon is cigarette addiction, man. A demon is what having a demon is an addiction, man.
That's right.
And about this sister got in there, you know why? Because she's black, man.
Right.
And she's been oppressed like all of our people, man. No matter if her father's a millionaire, man. And one thing that we know what to do is I have to exercise demons. You're looking at brothers that had demons on them, man, that got them exercised, man.
That's right.
And the sister tried to kill us. Anyone trying to kill yourself, you got a demon on you, man. It's in the Bible. You go to church and they tell you to sing and bang and tambourine. They don't know that self-harm is in the Bible, man.
That's right.
Self-harm and addiction and drugs, all the things that black people go through is in the Bible. This book ain't no fairy tale book, man.
Right.
Full of reality, man. Give me that, please. Mark 5:5.
Mark chapter 5 and verse 5. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs.
Give me 4.
Verse 4. Because of that he had been often bound with fetters and chains.
Give me 3. So give me 3. Give me 3. So like, yeah.
Verse 3. who had his dwelling among the tombs.
So Christ saw a man and his dwelling was what? Among the tombs, man. Among the graves, man. It's black people's life. Any people you know. And guess where they dwell? In the trap houses, man.
That's right.
Guess where they dwell? In dark alleys, man. Guess where they dwell? In abandoned buildings, man. There's a man that sounds like the man in your neighborhood. There's a black man in the time of Christ that sounded like the man just from your neighborhood, man. Your pastor will never teach you this, man.
Right.
And this man dwelt where? In the tombs, man. A place where no one would think of dwelling, man. And ain't that the same man that you know growing up in your neighborhood? There's a man in your neighborhood that does the same thing.
Right.
And where does he dwell? In abandoned buildings. Where does he dwell? In crack houses, in the subway, where else to crack? In the car parks, Lakia. It's so bad in Brum. The government had to lock the car parks, man.
Right.
The government had to get some money and put shutters on the car parks. Why? Because brothers on crack and cocaine and brothers out of their mind go in them car parks to sleep, man.
That's right.
Keep it in.
And no man could bind him.
And no man could bind him, man. No man could tie him down. We got brothers just like that today, man. In the UK, man. They call it what? Anger management problems, man. Anger issues. No man can hold him down, man. Got anger demons on him. 10 men trying to hold him and restrain him. And just fighting the police and kicking and biting, man. No man can hold him down, man. This is the life of black people under the curses, man. Right. And whether you're rich or you're poor, we go for the same thing, man. Keep it in.
No, not with chains.
No, not with chains. They couldn't hold him with handcuffs. They couldn't taser him. They couldn't pepper spray him. And this is what you see on what's it called? Crime Watch UK. Booze Britain. This is what you see, man. Brothers with demons on them, man.
That's right.
Keep it in.
Because of that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by
him. And this
him.
man been bound before, man, and broke these chains. This is a brother with a demon, man. And this brother sounds like the same crackhead in your community, man.
Right.
The same weed head in your community. The same sisters, same brothers with addictions in your community, man. Keep it in.
And the fetters broken in pieces. Neither could any man tame him. And always night and day he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself.
And this man was what?
Crying and cutting himself.
This man was cutting himself, man. That's self-harm in the Bible, man.
That's right.
That's trying to commit suicide right there in the Bible, man. Why would you cut yourself, man? To try and kill yourself? Try and make yourself bleed out, man. And what Snoop Dogg's daughter is going through? This demon right here, man.
That's right.
Cutting yourself, self-harm is in the Bible, man. You're a black man and you got self-harming issues, man. You go to the church and they don't ever teach you scripture, man. You got problems, they give you a tambourine. Imagine that I'm cutting myself and go, yeah, man, just while I'm upon this tambourine, man. Yeah, man, just go hold the organ, man. They ain't equipped to fix black people, but we are, man. That's right. We can show you scripture of the Bible that relate to what you're going through, man. Your pastor can't do that, man. And what Snoop Dogg's daughter's going through, what's in the Bible. God said if we disobey God, all these curses shall come onto us, man. That's right. Whether you're in the field or in the city, man. And that's what you're seeing. Snoop Dogg's a man that's in the city, man, doing good. And we're brothers in the field, man. What's the old saying? With the field Negro. And guess what? Both of us are going for them same curses, man.
That's right.
His daughter got mental problems, just like our daughter's got mental problems, man. And guess what? There's one way to keep them problems and come to Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right.
It's like, and also what is heavy about it as well is that, you know, in these last days, everyone looks up to those that are rich, like as if all the issues I have, if only I'm rich, only to find out that the rich man has the same issues as you, man.
That's right.
You think, you know, in my life, it's the money. And then now someone who has the money, their families going through the same thing as your family, man.
That's right.
We showed you that riches is not the answer.
Right.
You making it big ain't gonna solve anything. It's you fighting that demon, man.
That's right.
You gotta fight what's inside of you, man.
That's right.
No money can't help you. Anything trying to divert what is in front of you won't help you, man. It's like anything in life. If there's an obstacle in the way, you gotta fight the obstacle, man.
That's right.
You can't go, well, maybe if I get rich, it might just get this obstacle out the way. No, but it won't, man.
That's right.
And that's what we need to understand, because in these last days, you know, because of Instagram, all of these apps we got, everyone wants to be a famous.
That's right.
Everyone wants to be the person now. And what you don't realize is that is not your answer, man.
That's right.
All the likes that you get, that's not the answer to your sad life, man.
Right.
It's not gonna solve it. Like, listen, if everyone likes or what I am, if everyone likes or what I have, that's gonna make me feel a better. No, it ain't, man. It might make you feel happy for a moment, but then what's gonna happen next? You gotta face that miserable life, man.
That's right.
And that's what we gotta understand, is that no one's life is better than yours, man.
Right.
But guess what? You can have the best life if you come in the UPK and you face those issues, man.
That's deep, man. That's deep. That's lucky, man. All I gotta say, listen, we don't wish no bad on the sister, man. You know, she's a sister like any other sister, and she needs to come to the UPK, man. That's all I gotta say, man.
Right.
I know soon they're gonna pay big money and get a psychiatrist and all this type of stuff, and all that don't work, man. They can't cast that demon, man. Christ gave what? We read it in Matthew 10, 5, and 6, man. Christ gave power to his disciples to what? Go cast out demons, man. These men out here, right here, are the men with the power to cast out demons, man. Right. And if your psychiatrists and your lawyers and Sadiq Khan was so good, then why are black people filled with so much demons, man? If Martin Luther King and the church were so good at what they do at casting out demons, then why are black people so angry, man?
Right.
Why are black people fighting and killing and shooting and got anger demons and number one in mental health, man? Right. If they were so good at what they do, man. You know why? Because they're not. They ain't the prophets of God, man.
That's right.
They're the prophets of performing arts, man. They can sing up a storm and dance and shuffle the electric slide. Listen, I can't fuck with them when it comes to the electric slide. So lucky, I can't, man. I like Dagobah. Dagobah my party from a long time, man. We've been to these clubs, man. We throw it down on the dance floor. But let me tell you something. We ain't got shit on the Christian church, man. Them man can throw down on the dance floor, on the mic, on the singing, on the organ. But guess what? They can't mess with us at, man. At this Bible, man. They're better at us at singing. They're better at us at dancing, but we're better at the Bible, man. So leave it to us. Listen, we'll leave it to you singing, because you're good at that, man. Listen, you seen Kurt Franklin Kurt Franklin can put down some notes, man. But guess what? We can put down the Bible, man. Right. So luck, yeah. That's all I gotta say, man. Let's moving on. Where's it at now? And this is the next one, man. So luck, yeah, man. Just gonna try not to laugh, man. It says Birmingham mom started a fire in X's flat after he failed to turn up to see his kids. Angry Louise Warlock set fire to her former partner's belongings in his flat after he failed to turn up to see his children, man.
You know what? She's got the perfect last name as well, man. A Warlock, you know what I mean?
I look at that, man. This is a sister with a demon on there, man.
Right.
An anger demon, man. Listen, the man didn't show up, man. Okay, you're disappointed and whatnot, man. But listen, man, by you killing that man, then he won't turn up next week, man.
Right.
You see, you're upset that he didn't turn up this week, see his kids, and you try to set him on fire. Guess what? He won't be able to turn up next week. And the week after that, man. It's not the end of the world, man. Not the end of the world, man. He'll be there next week, man.
That's right.
Just phone him and say, listen, what you playing at? Don't kill the man. Don't burn his clothes because he didn't come to see your son or your daughter, man.
Right.
He'll be there next week, man. Just phone him. What happened to a phone call and letting a man know how frustrated you are, man? Say, come on, man. This is not on, man. He was excited to see you, man. What happened to that, man? Why a nigga gotta die? Because listen, if I was to burn my dad's house alive, I would have burnt it 10 times already, man. Right. The amount of plays he didn't show up to. I know you can relate, man. The amount of time my dad was supposed to pick me up, and I called him, yeah, soon come, man. My dad got this Jamaican soon come complex, man. You tell him, yo, where are you? Around the corner, man. Around the corner means far. Right. And he's always late, man. Had I killed that nigga, he would be dead 10 times, man.
Right.
He would be dead. So lucky, go on.
Yeah, man. So lucky. Why she's violent, man. Yo, burn down the house. Yo, this is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 9. It says, it is better to dwell in a corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in a wide house.
Look at that, man. The Bible says it's better to dwell on the housetop, man, than to be in a big house with a woman. And he said, woman burnt down her ex's house, man. That man's an ex for a reason, man.
That's right.
No one gets angry and does shit like that, man. Listen, it's probably that relationship was full of burning and fighting and it probably what do you call it? Toxic.
Toxic.
It was probably toxic from the beginning, man. It's like it's a
and I was just about to say that as well, man. There's probably a logical reason why he was not there, man. Right. You know what I mean? Like, what's sad is some of these articles we read, they don't tell you everything. Maybe there's a reason why he's not showing up, because he might show up, and as you can see, you know what I mean, she's rough, man. And now, you know what I mean, he might probably show up, and then she's probably trying to fight this man. So, you know, he probably thinks it's best not to show up at all. That's right. But of course, these articles don't get into situations like that. And if you think it's fine to burn down his flat, then that shows a lot about you, man. Right. If you think that is normal, like, then that shows what you would do if you was really angry. Damn there. If you're doing that because he didn't show up to see the kids, imagine what he did if he never brought her a car back on time. Imagine that, man. Imagine what she would do if, you know, he borrowed like £100 of her and he didn't pay it back on the date that he was meant to.
It's like, so imagine if you caught him cheating, man. It's a luck, yeah.
Shit, he get burnt alive, man. He even down. He get skinned and burnt alive. You know what I mean? And now a lot of times, a lot of these articles that we read, they don't tell you everything. And there's a reason why he didn't show up, because look at how she is, man.
That's what I say. If I may, and you got to control your emotions, man. Stop being so ridiculous, man. This is not the end of the world, man. You know, a lot of sisters are very emotional. You know, we love you, man, but you're very emotional, man. And look at that, you're going to jail now, man. Now, guess what? The child won't see your dad and you, man. You're worried about it not seeing your dad. Now you're gonna go. He's either gonna go with a family member or go into care, man. Because you can't control your emotions, man. Now you're vexed because dad wouldn't see him. Now he can't see dad or his mom. It can see you actually. Oh, she should lock him, man. They got off lucky, man. Because your son would have had to see you on a visit, man. You have to see you on a visit. Next time you see you on a visit, man. Control your emotions, man. It's lucky, Dango Bar.
Also, it said that basically. Oh, it's not. Basically, said that the article says she went to his house. So she lives in Birmingham. I believe he lived in Stoke or Stafford somewhere. So she's gone there and entered this flat. I don't know how she's got into his flat, but he wasn't there. So she's put his trainers on the bed and she set the trainers on fire, which means this woman not only tried to put this man in danger, she tried to put everyone that lives in the block of flats in danger, man. That could have been up like Grenfell Tower, man. By her just being emotional. Like, burning, this clearly ain't about the kids, man. She don't care whether the kids see him or don't. She's just mad that he's probably out with another woman, man. So she wants to hurt him. So it also said that she made the phone call. She phoned him and said, I've set your house on fire. So she phoned him and told him she set it on fire, which lets you know, man. Usually there's all these articles about protect women, man. And listen, man, this man needed protected, man. There's a reason why he went there. Like, this woman right here that's burned this man's house down. This is a woman that's not being abused, man. Right. This is a woman that ain't being beaten up. This is a woman. This ain't a woman that needs to run and go to Samaritans and and live in a woman's refugee camp. This ain't that kind of woman. This is the kind of brawling woman that wants to fight with you every day, man. This is the kind of woman that's gonna stab you and do all sorts of things to you. And clearly she's a violent woman, man. This ain't the first time she's done this kind of thing. Well, it's probably the first time she's set something on fire, but I guarantee you she's beat that man before. That's right. She's hit that man before. And what you'll find is sometimes in life, man, before the truth, you will get a woman and in your mind it's always like, I wish I could unmeet this woman, man. It's like, I wish I never, ever, ever met this woman. Right. There's women out there like that, Whereas if you don't choose wisely, you're gonna wish you could unmeet them, man. You're gonna regret that you had kids with them and everything, man. I guarantee you, this man, he loves the kids, but she's the problem that comes with it, man. He understands he loves his kids, he wants to see his kids, but as long as they're attached to that woman, it's hard for him to see them, man. There's tons of men who's on child support who's been in that situation, man. They love their kids to death, but because they're attached to that woman, she makes it difficult, man. Men just want an easy time, see their kids whenever they can, but obviously this kind of woman makes it hard. If he's not there, clearly he probably told you he's going out and you've decided to drag the kids there, and because he's not there and you're angry, you've set his house on fire, which means you're being selfish, man. Now you're going to burn all his clothes, you're going to burn all his documents. If he's Jamaican and he loses them documents, good night. Good night. He's being deported, man, because they're saying you need to keep those papers, man. If you burn up that flat and he loses his papers, his national insurance number, his logbooking for his car and everything, his insurance, everything, he's going to lose all of that because you're bitter about something, man. There's other ways to do things. You don't need to always resort to violence, or you don't need to resort to getting this man angry. And the sentence was a suspended sentence, which justice wasn't served, man. No justice was served. 18 months. What? Exactly. Exactly. Where the man lives, where he lays his head, where all his documents are. She burned it down and laughed about it like it was funny, man. Now, if you love your kids that much, you'd be like, you know what? I can't hurt this man because me and him shared children together, man. You would be like, you know what? I can't stand this man, but I can't do nothing to endanger his life because then my children are going to grow up without a father. That's right. She didn't think about that. She just thought, let's burn this house down. And that's what happens when you're angry, you act. When you act out of anger, you do stupid things like that, ready to burn the flat down. What if every other flat set up in fire? You're going to be crying in court saying, I didn't mean for it to go that far. I just wanted him to. I just wanted to teach him a lesson. And let this be a lesson that don't ever do anything out of anger, man. Because you could do something and kill innocent people who's not involved. Imagine I'm just renting a flat there because, you know, I'm just renting a flat there. I gotta die because you're mad at your baby father. Why do I have to die for? I have to die because you're mad at your baby father. What did I do apart from pay my rent on time, man? What did I do apart from pay my rent on time, man? Trying to invite the Akim round for a drink and be smelling burning, man. And be smelling burning, man. So luckily I go.
That's true, man. Listen, she used to thank God she got let off easy. Right. Had that been a man, you would have been life in jail, man. Right. Imagine in that same apartment or next door, kids could have been there, man. Exactly. You could have burnt kids alive, man. Imagine that you're at home right now. You are all my listeners at home right now. Imagine your kids, your house. You could have died because a woman was vexed at a man. Come on, man.
So if I could real quick, imagine there's a man in the flat looking after his kids, man, and you burnt down their flat because you're mad at a man that didn't look after his kids. Listen, man, it's evil of her, and obviously she needs to, you know, change and not do it again. And you know, every brother just recognize the face and you stay far away from her, man. Because she's the type that's gonna burn you with sexual diseases and burn your house down, man. You stay far away from her, man. Women like that is honestly, she can change, but as of right now, she would have to do her 6 months like 3 times over, man. Right. And hide the matches and them little firelighted things. And so I can go ahead, I know you're gonna say something.
Why? That's why you have to come in the I.S.U.P.K under Commanding General YAHANNA. Because we'll teach you how to get a spiritual eye and look out for these women, you know. They're dangerous, man. You'll see them afar off when you come up in here, you know. Trust me.
I'm not gonna beat down on the woman too much, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say the moral of the story is control your anger, man. That's my. If we're not woman bashing, and we're not, we're saying control your anger. That's what we're saying, man. She gonna kill people. That's what we're saying. And just because the man wouldn't come see his kids, man. Imagine if every woman did that. England will be burnt to a crisp. The amount of men that say, "Yeah, I'll come next week," I don't come. So lucky, it's something we do, man. England will be rubble. That's all I gotta say, man. So lucky, it will be rubble, man. Damn. And listen, that man know her more than we do, and that's why he's an ex.
You know, that's what's that saying? How have no fury like a woman scorned? That saying's true, man. This woman's scorned, and she's angry, and all she wants to do is make him angry, and she got a suspended sentence. So clearly, that man must be thinking justice ain't served. And if he did go and do something silly like punch her in the face, he's gonna go jail, right? She'll go jail. She's gonna cry and everyone's gonna say, "Oh, man should never put his hand on a woman, no matter the situation." Even though she burnt up 2 pairs of your trainers, them exclusive Jordans that he probably had. Listen, have you seen the price of what these resellers are selling Jordans for?
Bro, listen,
and she probably burnt them.
Growing up, yeah, you had a pair of 110s, you were the man. These kids nowadays are getting £500 Balenciagas and that. Any woman like fire to them. Listen, listen, man, yo, so lucky man. It's gonna be an issue, man.
She owes him. She owes him. She burnt 2 pairs of his trainers, so she owes him. Is it 4 pairs, Faye? You say she owes him 4 pairs, or?
Yeah, she'll be double.
I'd say she owes him 4 pairs of trainers and an apology. She phoned him and she laughed. I've set your place on fire. And when the police arrested her, the police said, "Where was he?" She goes, "Oh, I was in Birmingham at a barbecue." That was her excuse. I was in Birmingham at a barbecue.
She's obsessed with fire, man. God, even her alibi was related to fire, man. She loves smoke. It's lucky, man. But again, so our next video now, this is for all the parents out there, man. You know what I mean? The Bible says, "What, train your child up in the way he shall go," man. And it's for all parents out there, man. Listen, there's something out there called county lines, man. You know what county line is? A county line is they call it county lines due to the trains that these kids take to go from city to city. A county line, the drug dealer will send a child on a mission to go pick up some drugs or drop some drugs off. It'll pay for his train ticket or whatnot, and a man will pick him up on the other side or drop it off. And they let kids do it. Why? Because kids will get like a slap on the wrist or something, or even go to jail. But he pays it for them, and they're called county lines. And it's getting big in the UK, man. I think when Dutch got a tune called about, I don't know about the band though. I got rich off the county lines, and it's a thing, man. And this is what our brother was being interviewed, and this is what he said about the county lines, man, about these young brothers.
To say though, thank you for agreeing to talk to me. I know you're from the streets, and I know the streets is all about identity and not being seen. But I felt it was important that I talk to you because you're an older on the street and you know what's going on with the young people. And I think that people need to get that perspective. So they need to know what the olders think about the youngers. Because my generation, we think something completely different about young people. And you're closer to them than me, although you're slightly older. And so you're still on the street.
I ain't on the street, fam. These youths are on the street for man. These youths are on the street moving the food for me, fam. I'm not on road, fam. I'm the man they come to. I don't need to be on road. What I need to be on road for, fam?
So you get the young people to do.
Of course, fam. All it takes is a bit of encouragement. You get me? No youth wants no £7.20 hour a job, fam. You get me? When I showed him this, you get me? Like, that's all it takes, fam.
How long does it take to make that kind of
couple days, my G. Couple days. A man them are slaving away for a fucking paycheck when they can get this in a couple days, fam. Think about it, lad.
Yeah, but the young people see money.
Yeah.
And I guess you guys kind of glamorize that money.
Of course we glamorize it because we get it. Man gets dough out here, you get me?
So where do the young people fit into all of this?
They're easy targets, fam. You get me? They're easy targets. They don't want to be working no job, fam. In debt from uni and then fuckery. Man, just encourage them. There's easy P to be made out here. Push some packs, you get me? Push some food for man. And man will get that dough. Simple. It's not rocket science, my G.
So the young people coming up now have got to look out for people like you.
Not necessarily, because I look out for them.
Alright.
I target them. If I see a man is an easy target, man is targeting him because I know he's going to get this P for me, and I know that he wants P.
But what's an easy target? You understand? Are you talking about any child?
Fam, no. You got to look at the ends. You got to look at what youths are growing up in single parent households. You got to look at what man's environment is. You get me? What man's parents are doing. Is man's parents a crackhead? Is man's parents on food? You get me? They're the easiest targets there because they're tainted. You get me? They got no other option. You get me?
Yeah.
So they're the easiest ones to target.
I'm hearing what you're saying. So you're saying
you're making
vulnerable.
Nah, you're making it like the way you're making it sound.
Yeah.
It's like it's a hard thing, fam. This ain't hard, you know. Any one of these youths passing, man, can approach them, fam.
Yeah, but what if they? Right. So you're saying that you could approach any youth, what, school age?
Look at that, man. Your son's out there pushing packs for his brother, thinking that, yo, I'm doing him a favor, man, helping him out, man. He don't care about you, man. You don't even care. That's why he said the I.S.U.P.K. Listen, someone give me Proverbs 1 and 10 real quick, man. This man said he sees little youths and whatnot, and he encouraged them to sell drugs for him, man. You know what I mean? Because they're young and naive, tells them the car they could get, man. Lets them know how much money they could get, man. They go out there and they go on a train for him, man, and push packs for him, man. Meanwhile, he's cushy in his flat. Feds ain't knocking on his door. Police ain't locking him up, man. And that's because we become selfish, man. The Christian church have told black people to become selfish, man. In the I.S.U.P.K, we're not selfish, we're selfless, man. Right. We care about you more than ourselves. These officers on this table are on the phone with brothers in the school, man. What, answering their questions, help sorting out your marriage. And while we're sorting out your marriage, guess what our wife is? Waiting for us, man. But we love you so much, we're sorting your marriage out before our own, man. We're sorting your life out before our own, man. We do classes at the I.S.U.P.K every single day, man. We could be in the house getting a nap, man. We could be in the house getting some sleep, man. We go out camp every Saturday in the rain, in the cold, in the sun. Why? Because we ain't selfish, man. We can't relax until every black man knows they're a Hebrew. No, I say Hebrew like most of that. We can't stop until every black man knows that they're an Israelite, man. And we lose sleep. What? So you can know who you are, man. We miss time with our wife and children so you can know who you are, man. But this bastard right here, man, this selfish bastard just cares about what money he can make, man. And that's the Christian church talking right there, man. How much money he can make. Do you know what drugs do to people, man? People that are not even gay do gay shit just to get drugs, man. A man that ain't even homosexual would get on his knees just to get some crack, man. And you're the reason he does that, man. Parents leave their children to get high. Leave them in abandoned buildings to get high, man. And that's because of you, man. You do that, man. But hey, you gotta get that Mercedes, man. So I guess all your brothers gotta die because I need that Mercedes with the heated levers, man. You're a selfish bastard, man. And the I.S.U.P.K, we teach selflessness, man. These brothers here, right? That's almost, what is it? 11:30? It's 11 o'clock, man. On a Friday, man. These brothers here could be getting a lion, man. Could be getting a lion. And now we're here edifying our people, man. So I can hate that word, man. That's so fake Israelite. Teaching our people, man. Because we're selfless. Meanwhile, the Christian church have told these brothers to be selfish, man. Selfish bastards. So like, read that for me, please, Baba Kushar.
Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee.
Read that again.
My son.
Read that again.
My son.
My son, man. Talking about young black people, mountain lions, man, the youths, man. The same people that this man takes advantage of. Keep reading.
If sinners entice thee,
man, drug dealers like this disgusting bastard, man. Sinners like Nicki Minaj, man, are young people. If sinners entice you, man, entice means to what? Encourage, man. Comes out this pack for me, man. Listen, you want some of this money? Look at that, man. I made it in a few days, man. You get some. Listen, don't wait on 9 to 5, man. If sinners entice you, if sinners encourage you, man, we done.
Consent thou not.
What the Bible say?
Consent thou not.
What the Bible say?
Consent thou not.
And consent means don't go ahead with it, man. To give consent means to give your permission, man. Let that black man, black woman, Hispanic man, Hispanic woman teach your kids, man, not to consent, man. You don't leave it to the school to teach your kids, man. You teach them, man, and tell them to stay away from drug dealers, man. Tell your daughter to stay away from whores, man. Tell your daughter, listen, the girl with the short skirt, she gets all the attention, man, but let her get that attention, man. Let her get it, man. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens to her, man. We'll see how much baby father she gets, man. Tell your son to stay away from drug dealers, man. We'll see what happens to them, man. They end up in jail, man. And that's what we got to teach our children. As soon as entice you and try to encourage you to stay away from it, man. That's right. That's what we got to teach them, man. Don't go to the... Listen, what you learn in this podcast, man, in 3 hours, man, is more than you learn in the church, man. So like, yeah. Right. I've been in church 6 hours, man. And the tambourine banging was good, man. But they weren't bringing out heavy power like what we're bringing out right here, man. You ain't never heard this in the world. Imagine you go to church and bang a tambourine and your very son sells drugs, man. Come here. We will teach you how to stop your son from actually selling drugs, man. Can we read that again from the top, Baba Kushar?
Verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
Keep reading.
If they say, come with us, let us lay wait for blood.
There they go, man. Come on, man. Let's wait for blood, man. Let's sell drugs to all these people. I know it kills them. You know, it makes them die. But listen, man, no one's forcing them. Just think about the money you can make, man. If they say stuff like this to you, we done?
Let us lurk privily for the innocent without cause.
And let's wait for the innocent without cause, man. These people that you sell drugs to, never done nothing to you, man. These people that you want to kill, never done nothing to you, man. You're killing them without cause, man. They ain't had sex with your wife. They ain't violated you, man. You sell drugs to them, man. And you tell kids to do the same thing, man. Keep it in.
Let us swallow them up, alive as the grave.
And let's swallow them up. Let's kill them, man. Keep it in.
And whole as those that go down into the pit. We shall find all precious substance.
Look at that, man. We shall find all precious substance. Look at the money you can make, man. You know when that beam, man. Listen, don't wait on 9 to 5. Listen, to get that beam, man, you gotta wait 3 years, man. Put it on finance. Listen, couple days, bro. I said, couple days, man. You can make this, man. We shall find all precious substance, man. You mean tell me you don't want that? You don't want that gold swinging chain? You don't want that Versace and the Louis and the Fendi and the Balenciaga and the this and the, you don't want that? Come with beam, man. You get all precious substance, man. Keep it in.
We shall fill our houses with spoil.
We shall fill our houses with spoil, man. Spoil is what is robbed, stolen goods, man. And that's what you do every time you sell drugs to an innocent man, man. An innocent man comes to you with a VCR, man. You take it, man. Comes to you with a DVD player. You're filling your house with stolen money, man. But it's lucky, man. It's someone else chiming in that, man. This man pissed me off.
If someone can get me a Proverbs 16 and 18. So now, with this verse right here, this is aimed at that man. And what he's saying is so old, but I'll break it down once we get the verse. Proverbs 16 and 18.
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
And there, man, as you see with that man, he is arrogant, man.
That's right.
He's a proud bastard, man. That's right. Well, I'll get the kids to do this. Let me tell you something. Destruction is coming your way, man.
That's right.
And you wonder why. And this always amazes me. Before you was doing it, someone was doing it before you. And where were they? They're locked up.
Right.
So what makes you think you're not going to get locked up? Someone before you was doing the exact same thing. You ain't doing nothing new. And the person that was doing it before you, he got locked up. And you want to know what will happen to you if you don't change. You will get locked up too, man.
That's right.
And you're proud. Nah, man, I tell the kids this. I don't care. Let me tell you something, man. The Lord don't respect anybody, man.
Right.
Anyone can get a punishment, man.
That's right.
Regardless if you believe, you've just thrown a kid into the deep end. The Lord will get you, man.
Right.
And that applies to all of us. None of us are invincible, man.
That's right.
As proud as you want to be, as arrogant as you want to be, none of us are untouchable, man. And you know what I mean? You can get that life sentence just like the other drug dealer before you, man.
That's right.
Read up.
16 and
18.
And 19. Sorry, 16 and 18. And haughty spirit before a fool.
And a haughty spirit. What is haughty? Arrogance, man.
Right.
And what happens? They fall, man. Right now, he's haughty. Listen, man, I just give the kids money. One day, you're going to fall, man.
That's right.
One day, police going to knock on your door like, are you so-and-so? Yeah. Well, we're arresting you for county lines drug dealing, man. Listen, you are just like everybody else, man.
Right.
You're not different. You know what I mean? Everyone that does a crime, for some strange reason, they believe they're different. Like, what I'm doing is different. You're selling drugs like the last man.
That's right.
He's locked up for selling drugs, and you will too, man.
That's right.
You're not invincible, and you will fall, man. You will fall. If you don't serve the Lord, you will fall, even though you believe you're doing it right. Even though you're believing, listen, man, with this one phone, I get rid of that every week. Listen, the Lord will make sure you get locked up, man.
That's right. So, if I can't quote us up, please give me 2 scriptures. Give me Luke 16 and 15 real quick. And then from there we get Leviticus. Let me tell you something what YAHANNA said about the drug dealers, man. All these kids look up to these drug dealers, man. Everyone looks up to these drug dealer rappers, man. That's what God thinks about them, man.
Luke chapter 16 and verse 15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
And these men justify themselves before men. See, I gotta sell drugs, man. Listen, I got kids, man. Nappies don't pay themselves. Listen, if I don't give him drugs, someone else will give him drugs. They justify themselves before men, man. Make all types of excuses to justify why they sell drugs, man.
Right.
Keep reading.
But God knoweth your hearts, for that which is highly esteemed among men.
And that which is highly esteemed among men, the drug dealer, wow. the Beamer, whoa, Nicki Minaj with her tits out, ooh, Megan Thee Stallion twerking, ooh, all these things are highly esteemed among men. People look up to them and give them so much glory and so much praise, and they get so much honor. Keep it in.
Is abomination.
And it's abomination to God, man.
Right.
God don't like the drug dealers, man. God don't like naked Nicki Minaj, man. He don't like naked Megan Thee Stallion, man. All these things that you think, wow, they got it made, they live good and highly. To God, it's an abomination, man.
That's right.
God said, someone give me Exodus real quick, man. Let me move on. Exodus 22 and 18. Let me tell you what God says about drug dealers, man. Drug dealing also is in the Bible, man.
Exodus chapter 22
and 18, Baba Kushar.
And verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
You hear that? Everyone looks up to these witches, man. A drug dealer is a witch, man. A drug dealer is a witch, man. Witches don't have a big. Witches do have a big pot. They do have a big pot, man, and that pot is called the Pyrex, man.
That's right.
How do you cook crack, man? You put it in a pot and stir it, man. How do you make cocaine by mixing chemicals? That's a witch, man. A witch is not a woman with a long nose and a green pot of culture, man. A witch. Back in ancient times, if you wanted a love potion, you go see a witch, man.
Right.
In 2021, if you want a love potion, you go see a drug dealer.
That's right.
And he will give you a pill to put in a woman's drink, man. So what's called a date rape drug? That's the same thing, man. Back in ancient times, if you wanted to explore your mind and what's it called? Leave reality. You go see a witch, man. In 2021, you go check the weed, man. That is a witch, man.
Right.
And read what does the Bible say about a witch? Let's see if the Bible says, yo, the witch got it made, man. The witch drives the best car, man. I want to be a trap star, man. I want to be a trap king. I want to talk about Mitch and Alpo and look up to this. This is what the Bible says about a witch, man. Read that.
Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
And the Bible says a witch should die, man. Don't suffer a witch to live. Now, I'm not telling no one to go kill no drug dealer, man. Christ died for that drug dealer so he can change his life. Yeah, I would same way Yahusha died for you. He died so that drug dealer can change his life, man. But in the kingdom of heaven, let me tell you something. A drug dealer is going to be hanging from a light pole, man.
That's right.
Him and them Balenciagas, man.
Right.
A drug dealer is going to be lit. Him and his beamer are going to be lit on fire, man. They ain't going to get no love. They ain't going to be, wow, can I work for you? Can I jump on a train for you? A drug dealer is going to be lit to death. Going to be lit on fire. In that, what's the latest beamer? If I'm kind of old, man. What's the latest beamer nowadays, man? The 8 series.
135.
Even in R8, man. Even in R8, man. You know what I'm telling you, a black man, listen, stop saying drugs, man. It don't work for you anyway. What the white man sell drugs, guess what the white man gets? Do you know what a drug dealer owns a shard? A drug dealer owns a shard, man. Black man, you sell drugs, guess what? You own a nice car and you park that car outside your mom's house, man.
Right.
In the end, man. You got all these boxer shoes in your fucking, what's it called? Council flat, man. The white man sell drugs, it works for him because he's supposed to be a drug dealer. It's not supposed to work for you, man. You ain't supposed to be a drug dealer. And the law's telling you that, man. You ain't supposed to be a murderer neither. You murder, you end up in jail, man. The white man murders, and guess what? He gets America, man. He gets the Caribbean, he gets Curacao, he gets Netherlands, he gets France. You murder, you end in jail, man. You know what? You're not made to be no criminal, man. Stop selling drugs, man.
My G, specifically, like them early teenagers is the best age to catch them, fam. Man ain't going to school. You think man's putting on his uniform in the morning and saying, yeah, bye, man, I'm going to school. Nah, fam, he's coming to me and he's putting his tracksuit on and he's pedaling on the road, fam. You get me? Then he's going home after school. He's saying, yeah, mum, I had a good day at school. Get me? Or on the flip side now, you got the mums that want to question man for not working.
Go on.
So on the flip side now, you got the mums questioning their youths why they're not working. Where's my rent? Where's this? Where's that? If he's just dashing a little $5 on the table, you think she's asking questions? You think she's gonna say, "Oh, where'd you get that money from?" She don't care. She's got her $5. She's nice. Get me? This is the reality of the road, fam.
So the reality of the road is that some of the parents know their children.
Of course they do. Come on. Well, you think all these youths on the road, you think their parents don't, you think some of their parents don't know? They know what they're doing. They know the consequences. You get me? But if they...
Yeah, and you know, as much as I don't like this guy, I'm gonna keep it real. What he said there, he's right, man. You know, well, I wouldn't say a lot of times, but sometimes the mom must know something is going on, man. Your son, he's 15, and at the age 15, you can't get a job, man. and he's coming back with all these nice cars, shoes, and clothes. And as a mother, you don't go, hang on, what is he doing? So subconsciously, something's wrong, but you don't care from as long as he's paying you, man. From as long as you get to enjoy some of the evil, some of the rewards of the evil he's done, you just turn a blind eye to it, man. And that's a harsh reality that some of us have to face as well, is that you can't be sad when he's locked up when you never tried to prevent him, man. Right. You didn't do anything, but now all of a sudden he's locked up. The police are harassing him. Well, look at what he's doing, man. And you allowed it to happen as a mother, man. As someone that is meant to look after him, make sure that he's safe, and you let him down, man.
That's right. So, boy. Next topic now, man. So listen, black people also talk about Black History Month. Black History Month. I like what Captain Prash said, man. White people don't care about Black History Month, man. In a school in England, they were doing a what's it called now? What do you call it in school when you do a program? Shit, it's like a mind. They did some program, a project. They did a project, man, of how it will feel to be in a slave ship. That's how much to think about black people, man. Anybody else, you can't say that. You can't speak about Jewish people. You can't speak about the trans. That's a touchy subject, man. Not the black people. Who gives a damn what's touchy to you, man? And the comedian Dizzle spoke about this, man. He was upset. He was pissed off. He ain't in the UPK. We ain't pissed off because we see it coming like, oh yeah, that's the devil right there, man. Doing what they do as usual. And the brother was pissed, man. And they had a project where the kids were pretending to be shackled and going into the slave ships, man.
Is this supposed to be some mockery? Are you taking the piss? Are you actually mocking slavery by telling these kids to walk like they're walking on a slave ship? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? Before I even cussed, because remember the 12 years of slave workout, and we was cussing Pure Jim for it. But it turned out to be a black man. And we had to shut up. We did shamed it. So I hope it's not the same guy that gets sacked from Pure Gym and now he's a school teacher and I just hope so. Because, please, this is disrespect on 50,000 levels. Reenact. Why don't you whip them while they're walking past and throw a big rock in their head? They're smiling. It wasn't nothing to smile about them days there. That's rude. Right. Whoever this teacher is, you forgot fall up under your parents. And then wish.
Look at that, man. That's what white people think about you and your Black History Month, man. You're thinking we made it, fighting and, protesting, and we finally got Black History Month, man. Listen, they don't give a damn about you, man. So, like, this is in school. This is in school like a private school too, man. And this is what the teacher's telling them to do in school, man. This is what the school curriculum approves of, man. Do you know ain't nothing funny about that, man? Do you know what they're reenacting? Little black kids are doing that too, man. Officer Dongaba got a powerful book, man. That's on the slave ship. Boys were on there too, man. Young boys were on there too. Young girls were on there. Pregnant women was on there too, man. And this is what they think about black people and your history and your plight, man. It's a joke and a laugh, man. Don't speak about the Jewish man, though. What he went through was so horrible. What Hitler did was, it was horrible. Don't run joke after that. Don't laugh at a trans man. Don't laugh at, the guy transitioning. It's nothing to be laughed at, man. But black people, your kids can do stuff like this, man. And it's true what he said, man. If you want to really reenact slavery, how about we whip you too, man? And throw some stones at you, man. So let's make it realistic, man. You know what I mean? Let's make them really feel how it was to be a slave ship, man. So how about we drop some whips in there too, man? So, it's just reenacting it, man. That's what they think about you. You think Black history means something? It means nothing, man. It means nothing. I remember it was Black History Month like 2-3 years ago, and Captain Prash took me to Somerset, and they didn't even know it was Black History Month. In the ends now, you go Tesco, you see a picture of Martin Luther King there, you see Marcus Garvey here. When I went to Somerset, they didn't even know. Guess what? Tesco was full of pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns, man. They don't even know. You live in the ghetto, you think before, man, the whole world knows about our plight. They don't. They don't. Only way. See, you live in South London, you think the whole world knows, man. You live in the black part of Leicester, man, and the black part of Brum and Manning. So you think, yeah, man. Listen, the world is bigger than London and Manning and Brum, man. You know what I mean? England got 60 million, 90 million people, and only 9 million people live in London, man. or 6, I'm not sure. Only 2 live in Brum, man. Only 2 live in Manny, man. And the rest got thousands. So where are all the other 80-something million people, man? The other 80 million people don't know about Black History Month, man. Slack, yes, sir.
I was gonna say that as well. That we think that everyone knows about Black History Month, and they don't, man. Because we live around here, and it's all that we see. We believe that it's also known on the outside. Meanwhile, in Southampton, no one knows about Black History Month, man. Bognor Regis, no one knows about Black History Month. Brighton, no one knows about a Black History Month. October for them is Halloween, man. It's got they are ignorant to Black History Month. You know what I mean? It's not even taught to them. And that's something we have to understand, is that what happens around us, it doesn't affect all of England, man. You know what I mean? You see Black History Month around you, but the rest of England doesn't bat an eyelid at it at all, man.
You do know this, President.
And since COVID-19, people been boxed up Chinese people. They believe that Chinese people to blame for COVID-19. Looking their shop. This man signed a bill, anti-Asian. Meaning anyone that does anything for Chinese people, are going to have to face repercussions. Anti-Asian hate crime bill. What about the anti-Black hate crime bill, man?
That's right.
Had he signed that, George Floyd would be alive, man. Had he signed that, what's the brother that got beaten by the police in the 90s, the LAPD? Rodney King wouldn't have got beaten, man. Had he signed that 10 years ago, all these brothers wouldn't have been died of crack cocaine, man. Had he signed that years ago, the Bloods and Crips wouldn't exist, man. That's the problem with white people, man. And when we speak about it, they want to get angry, man. They want to call the police. They want to block your YouTube channel, man. You are senseless, man. And you don't care about Black people.
That's right.
And all your life, you thought you were so nice and loving and kind. You are monsters to Black people, man.
That's right.
This man saw how Asian people were getting dealt with, and he signed a bill saying anyone harming Asian people will have to face repercussions, man. Meanwhile, his people harm Black people. His police force kill Black people. That's right. His government put drugs in Black neighborhoods, man. Right. That's right. And he never signed that bill. He never signed that bill, man. They know about justice, not when it includes Black people, man. Right. Luck.
Is your mic on? This is one of the mics saying on. John?
Oh, mine's luck, yeah.
He was off.
Nah. And also, what's rough about that too is that you got countless videos where there's a Black man being beat to death, man. Right. And if you saw all those videos, why ain't there a Black hate crime bill? Right. It's evident. It's in your eyes, man. What did it say? The camera don't lie. Right. Well, the cameras don't lie. But though, for some reason, we can't get that, man.
That's right.
For some reason, we can't get a bill where if anyone harms us, then they have to pay, man. But though you give it to Asians. And listen, man, there's no such thing as Asian hate, man. That's right. You know what I mean? When it comes to them, they got all the money, man. They're living good. You know what I mean? They are fine, man. But there's a people that ain't. And really, we need that bill, man.
Slack, man. I'm saying it again. Slack, yeah. Mike got caught. I'm going to say it again, man. What happened to the Black anti-hate crime bill, man? Had they signed that 10 years ago, Black people would be alive, man. George Floyd would be alive, man. Right. This man's quick to sign a bill about anti-Asian hate crime, man. Black people need that bill signed, man. Had he signed that, a lot of our forefathers would be alive, man. Right. Had you signed that, guess what? The government couldn't have put drugs in Black neighborhoods, man. The Bloods and Crips wouldn't exist, man. And that's the problem with white people. So like I said, it's the oppressor, man. He's the devil the Bible speaks of, man. Right. They know justice, just not when it comes to Black people, man. Right. They know a lot about justice. They know so much about justice. They gave reparations to the so-called Jewish man, but will give none to Black people. Right. They know about justice, man. They will apologize for dropping a bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, man, but won't apologize for slavery, man. They will sign a bill for the Chinese, man, but won't sign a bill for black people, man. Where's our bill, man? We've been waiting for a bill for years, man. Amount of black people that die and no one's ever thought of signing the bill, man. That's right. Talk about anti-Asian hate crime. But meanwhile, black people going through the biggest hate crime in the world, man. That's right. Ain't no bill ever been signed by any president, man.
That's right.
That's because he don't acknowledge black people, man.
And also, what hurts too is that when it comes to us, we're hated all over the globe, man.
Right.
We ain't just hated in America. We're hated in the West Indies, man.
That's right.
Imagine that. The West Indies, it should be a black land, and you got the Japanese there, the Chinese, the Indians, and they hate us too, man. And in England, we're hated globally, and no one ain't signed a bill for us.
Right.
That's ridiculous, man.
Well, listen, again, man, if you want to vote and march, and shame on you, man. Listen, I know where the truth is, man. I know where the answer is, man. It's in a black man called Yahawashi, man. Listen, who paid the cost? Snoop Dogg had an album called Pay the Cost to Be the Boss, man. Yahawashi paid the cost to be. Yahawashi spent his whole life teaching and raising up black people, man.
Right.
Spent his whole life, man. When has Joe Biden won't even sign a bill for black people, man? When has Sadiq Khan even come to the ghetto and help black people, man? Sadiq Khan had black people living in a flat with the wrong cladding, with no fire alarms, man, with no fire sprinklers, man. Right. I can't vote for that man, man. I can't, goddamn that man, I can't vote for him, man. Fuck him, man. Salaka, man. I'm gonna vote for a man that loves black people, that gave his whole life for helping black people, man. That gave his life literally for black people so we get a second chance, man. Fuck Sadiq Khan, man. Right. Let him go eat some chapati somewhere, man. I'm gonna serve a man that really loves black people, man. That's right. A man that died for niggas that he didn't even know, man. Christ died for niggas he ain't ever met before, man. That's who I love, man. That's what I'm gonna serve, man. That's what I pledge my allegiance to, man. I ain't gonna pledge my allegiance to no East Indian man that makes black people live in houses that's unfit to live in. Right. That makes black people live in houses which you can't even breathe in, man. Makes black people burn to death in a block of flats, man, that ain't even equipped to stop a fire, man. They said the smoke alarms didn't work, and they try to lie to you. Try to lie. Yeah, the fire alarms they were working, but you know, and witnesses said, "Listen, the house." No, video footage showed the Grenfell Towers burning, and there was no alarms going off, man. You have black people die in silence and try to lie. I did my best, you know. I couldn't save him. I can't save that bastard, man. So lucky, Quasar.
Yeah, let me chime in on this 2 seconds because I'm angry right now, you know. My people get boxed down left, right, you know, raped, robbed and pillaged, brutalized. And then you want to cape for the damn Chinese man, the damn Moabite man who's eating octopuses and causing global pandemics. They need boxing down, man. What is wrong? Right. What's wrong with these people, man? The people that actually need licking down, you don't want to lick them down, but you want to lick down innocent people. That don't make no sense to me, man. I have to go and look online and see my people getting brutalized, you know, fam. And this ain't right, man. I'm vexed right now, you understand? This can't go on for too much longer, you know. This can't go on for too much longer, man. I can't wait for this kingdom of heaven to come, man.
That's right. Listen, Squatt's like, you should be vexed, man. The Chinese man's the reason why you couldn't go gym, man. I see you love the gym. I see the video of you doing them deadlifts and that. And the Chinese man's like, try to stop me from getting them gains, man. Try to stop me from getting them gains, man. You get me? Guess what he gets? Anti-hate bill, man.
Right.
It's a lucky, man. Anyway, moving on. Let's go move on now because half an hour left. Quite a few videos, man. What's the next one now? Boom. All right, so next one now is Slovakia. So a white van now has been abducting black kids in London, and everyone's on it now. Everyone's like, yo, listen, we see this white van. Let us know. Everyone's doing protests or whatnot. So this is Mike GLC, the rapper, talking about the white van. In the white van was some sort of Eastern European, some Romanian, Polish, Slavic, I don't know what they are. And they're known for having brothels and what in London and, you know, pimping people out in there. So this is what the brother says about it.
Blessed they found this shooting. That's kind of fucking with my soul. What's fucking with my soul worse is that I said to someone yesterday, I know it's the Eastern European child trafficking gangs. I said it yesterday. And they're local to us, and they're in Edmonton, and they're in Enfield, and they're in North London. So you see that same energy that everyone had when they was running around for the youth who molested the girl? I want to see that same energy now for these child trafficking rings, because they're local to you, bro. The Eastern European mob gangs, they're here. Why? Because there's not so much glory with it. Why? Because these men actually will kill you. Nah, bro, I want to see that same energy now, because I'm done with this. I'm not having this no more, bro. I'll put my money where my mouth is. I swear, a man can find me where the houses are, I'll give you fucking 3 bags now. Like, I've had enough of this, bro.
Mike, man. Mike means well, you know, but boy, Mike goes, this goes, this Eastern European man, they're doing all the trafficking, which is true. You know, a lot of trafficking. And no one won't say nothing. They're quick to flip on Katie and Nelson because he's black, but these men will kill you, so everyone's quiet, man. You get me? Listen, someone here gotta start pointing them out, man. I pay you 3 bags, man. Mike, it seems like you're scared too, man. Yo, Mike didn't say, listen, let's go ride out, man. You scared? I ain't scared. Let's fuck them up, man. Mike's like, listen, I'll give you 3 bags to find them, man. Mike, what is it? You scared too, man? That's what the I.S.U.P.K is, no cowards, man. That's right. We gotta pay no kid 3 bags to do our job for us, man. We do it ourselves, man. Right. We go out on the street corners and speak against this wicked kingdom, man. Right. We're online right now speaking against the kingdom. We ain't paying 3 bags for a man to do our dirty work, man. We do it ourselves, man. Right. We go out there and speak against the corrupt police force, man. Speak against the wicked justice system, man. Speak against the oppressor who's a devil the Bible speaks of, man. The devil means deceiver. We ain't scared, man. But Mike's talking about everyone's scared because they'll kill you, man. Meanwhile, Mike don't even know that he's scared himself. He don't even know it, man. He's so scared himself, he's saying, I'll pay a man to do it for me, man. Right. I'll get 3 bags, I'm sick of this, man. Mike, how about you go find it yourself, man? Since you're sick of it so much, man. Us in the I.S.U.P.K, we're so sick of it, we do it ourselves, man. We do it. We go out the street and speak against the corrupt police force that killed Mark Duggan. We speak against drug dealers that will kill you. We speak against the Eastern European, the Malis that everyone's scared of. We ain't scared of no Malis, man. We speak against the Asian grooming gangs that everyone's scared of. We speak against Sadiq Khan. We ain't scared of nobody, man. We're willing to go jail, man. We're willing to lose our jobs, man. That's right. We're willing to lose our life like our king, man. We ain't scared. We got to pay no man no 3 bags, man. So, right. Mike, man, come on, man. It's like he said.
Nah, and you know what he said is heavy, man. So you acknowledge that something has to be done, but you don't want to do it. That's ridiculous. If you know something has to be done, who should do it first? The person that knows it has to be done, man. That's life. If you see something and goes, you know what, we gotta fix that. It's common sense that you fix it and people lead by example, but you're so afraid that all you do is offer 3 bags, man. Right. Like, listen, you know what I mean? I'll give you 3 bags. When you know something has to be done and you know who is doing it, man. Right. Which shows you that he's afraid, man. And you can't love blacks and Hispanics and be afraid. That's or right. You're not going to do the job that you're meant to do, man. That's right. If you are afraid, then you're not going to protect them and have the love for them as you should because you are afraid, man. Right. That's why Mike GLC can't lead nobody, man. That's right. All those vlogs making it, you should stop doing it, man, because listen, you can't lead no one. You are a coward, man. Right. You mean you got to lead by example, and if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be online giving no advice, man. That's right. So might be careful, man. They might come for you, man. Let me tell you something about the I.S.U.P.K, man, and the Bible, man. The Bible, the UPK says no cowards, and guess who we got it from? The Bible, man. Right. Got it from the Bible. You read the book of Moses, you read the story of Moses, and you think it's all Christian, man. Let me tell you, Moses was a gangster, man. Moses was scared of shit, man. Moses went to Pharaoh, man. I told Pharaoh, let my people go. You know, that's the equivalent today of you, just regular you, called what? Give a black name. Imagine a regular black man called Tyrone, man, going to 10 Downing Street, man, and looking Boris in the eye and saying, yo, Boris, let black people go, man. Get black people out of your council estates, man. Get black people out of your flats, man. Stop selling black people drugs, man. That's the type of courage Moses had back then, man. We weren't no soft cowards. Moses was a man that had a stutter, couldn't speak properly, man. And Moses had balls to go to 10 Downing Street and say, yo, Boris, listen, I don't like the way you're treating black people, man. Imagine you did that. Boris look at you like, yo, who the fuck you think you are, man? Listen, I'm Boris, man. You can't even pay your rent. Who you talking to? And Moses did that, man. And that's who the I.S.U.P.K is patterned after, man. Men like that, man. Men like that go against the masses, go against the leaders, man. That's right. Go against police and go against the system and go against Satan that stands on high, man. And tells them, listen, black men are the real Jews, man. Even though everyone says black men are scum. It's like a dong about it.
Like Mike GLC, he means well, but the way he said it, like sometimes when people are angry, they speak quicker than they think. So I think with him, like sometimes a lot of people do it. What you're trying to say ain't actually what's coming out. So he just needs to sit down and rework his phrase. Like what he's doing is he's putting down black men in the process and trying to rile them up to do something. Whereas he could have said it in a better way. Like you don't need to diss them and say to them, oh, You's like had all this energy before. Where's your energy now? Blah blah blah. Sometimes he can speak properly. Just say, just call the brothers up nicely and say, yo, obviously we got this going in our community and it needs to stop. He could have just left it at that. Right. Like, it doesn't need to mention other stuff to put them down and make them feel like they got no energy for this and whatnot. Like I said, Mike GLC means well, but he's not wording it well. And a lot of people do that. Like, you don't need to put people down when you want something done. You can word things a little better. People always do it. Like, someone will have something nice. Like for instance, someone will have a nice car and they'll put someone down to big up themselves. Like, they'll be like, oh, you man driving around with your bangers and I've got a new Mercedes. You don't need to do that. All you could say is, I got a nice Mercedes and I'm grateful for it. And you could just say, I got a nice Mercedes and I'm grateful for it. But you have to say, F you broke niggas, I got a Mercedes. Mike GLC is doing that kind of thing, putting people down when he doesn't need to. Obviously, everyone's already said how they feel about their Polish or whatever. Everyone's already said how they feel. And if they see the van and so forth, they've already said about it, but Mike is like riling them up like, yo, you's like had this energy and I'll give you 3 bags. And then when Mike puts it like that, it almost sounds like he's defending the other guy. Right. So he needs to word it properly. Like, certain things you have to think before you speak, but obviously I wouldn't expect Mike GLC to think before he speaks because I've heard some of his raps. So like, I've heard some of his raps and
you don't fuck Mike GLC. Nah, man, I can't have you say that, man. Mike's kind of hard, man. Love Mike, man.
Lucky Mike gets 1 monthly listener on Spotify. 1 monthly listener on Spotify. Mike GLC.
No, I didn't say irrelevant. I didn't say irrelevant. He's not irrelevant, but he's all right, man. So lucky, man. Talk about cold, man. Fuck you know.
One good song, just the Letter from Prison. You heard that one?
Yeah.
That's the good one. That's the good one.
That's all that shit. That's what you're trying to use shit, man. So that's about going back, you know.
That's his only good song. Other than that, Mike GLC, rapping's not for everybody. Some things you're good at in life, some things you ain't good at in life.
Oh, Mike was on a court charge, didn't it? They busted it somehow.
Yeah, because I think there was too much.
He went to Lisa some court charge. He busted the charge. Mike like had to cry the charge.
Let's try to set him up. Real quick, man.
Yeah.
Just start answering his calls and everything.
Fuck it up.
The white people get. That's what I'm saying. They throw you in addiction, leave you there. So yo, when you're doing anything with Edomites, just always understand it's to benefit them and not you. Right. If a white man wants to work with you, it's because it ain't to benefit you. Like, if he gives you a job, it's because obviously you're getting paid £8 an hour and he's making £30 an hour, man. Right. It's not because he's getting £8 and you're getting £8. It doesn't work like that. Business with him don't work like that. Business with him is he's always at the higher end of the table and you're at the bottom of the ladder, and that's just how he does business. But you can go to the next one if you want.
The humanist in me, wants no one to die.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to die, regardless, Mm-hmm. But my politics, and I've said this on so many, my politics is for the progression of black people, right? That's my politics. I'm what they would call pro-black. Now, there's people in Palestine that are pro-Palestine. There's people in Israel that are pro-Israel. My thing is, if I see 2 people on the road having a fight, and it doesn't spill over into me, I'm gonna let them fight.
So you're basically saying you're saying in short,
it's none of my business. I don't know why they're fighting, and even if I do, I'm like, but why should I get involved? Because it's their fight.
So you're
listen. If I never ever agree with Sarah, it's today, man. Sarah's never taught anything since today in his life. Sorry, he's talking sense today, man. It's true, man. It's their beef, black man. Listen, I don't want to see no black talk about Palestine. Listen, black man, we got our own problems, man. The amount of drugs that are neighborhoods, you got time to say, yo, forget these drugs. Let's look at Palestine, man. The amount of single parent homes, you're talking about, forget the black woman pushing a pram by herself. This what Palestine, man. That's right. That's their business, man. That's right. Likewise, they don't care about our problems, man. Right. They don't give a damn. Listen, in Palestine, they watch Top Boy, man. They love it. Oh, it's a good movie, man. Then they switch it off and get back to their Palestinian life, man. Right. They don't say, listen, I watch Top Boy, man, and they got them county lines running around crazy, man. Let's raise some money, man. Stop them kids from being used, man. Let's raise some money, stop drugs in London, man. They don't give a damn. They say, oh, them black men are sure crazy, man. Anyway, Boys Home was a great movie and they switch the TV off, man. So likewise, black men, when are we gonna stop caring about them, man? Right. And you say black people are so loving and nice. They say black people are goons and, we say we're goons and gremlins. We're the most loving people on the face of the earth, man. That's right. This man said the human in me loves all life, and that's true. Black people love all people, man. We're so friendly. We love all people, man. We just love all people. Meanwhile, the white man, he'll love all people. Right. You better ask South Africans, man. He went to South Africa, he damn near massacred all of them. He went to Hawaii and killed all of them. He went to America and killed all the Native American Indians, man. Went to Jamaica, killed all the Arawak Indians, man. He ain't loving. We love it. We want to forget about slavery. It's in the past. Let's leave it, man. They ain't all bad. We're loving. That's what the brother said. I'm a humanist, man. I want all people to live, man. But likewise, it's their problem, not mine, man. Likewise, drugs is our problem. I've never seen a white man talking about, guys, stop saying drugs, man. Stop it, man. You're killing yourself. You know why? Because it's not his problem. And what's happening in Palestine ain't my problem, man. That's right. It's not my problem. You know what my problem is? That brother with mold in his flat, man. That's right. You know my problem is that black woman alone, man, with no man in the house, man. Raising a single parent homes, man. Cracking our neighborhoods, man. My problem is Snoop Dogg's daughter, man, that wants to commit suicide, man. I got too much on my hands at the moment. I can't put that down and pick up some Palestinian, man. I can't do it. So luck, yeah. Imagine me, broke pocket me, man. Worry about some Palestinian man who got his own army, man. Got his own government, man. He got people that will fight for him, man. Got his own army, own government, that their own weapons, their own military. Why do you want my love, man? So lucky, man.
Saying
Unless
these two people fighting are not black, not my business.
Yeah, and also to add on to that as well, they don't need our help, man.
That's right.
In Jerusalem, you have the Great Mosque, and that is a tourist attraction right there, man. Meaning what? They make money, and in Jerusalem, with the Israelis, they have a temple there too, man. So those two religions right there, they got an attraction which millions of people go to every year, man. They got money, we ain't, man. Right. And then now I've got to care about people that are richer than me. That's right. I've got to care about people that are more well off than me, that have big incomes every year from the history of the land of Jerusalem. And then now I've got to forget the problems that I have. It can't happen, man.
That's true, the one, man. It's true. Listen, I'm not an animal. I don't wish no one dies, man. So luck you, but that's not my issue. That's not a problem, man. So luck you. It's just not a problem. Just like next door's problem is next door's problem, man. It's a kid next door don't want to go to school and giving his mum hell and hitting his mum. This is not my problem. I'm like, boy, that's fucked up over there, man. I hope one day it can fix up, man. And likewise with Palestine, it's a shame. I'm not an animal. I don't love seeing people get blown up. I'm not no beast, man. Well, listen, that's a problem they got to deal with, man. Just like drugs is a problem we got to deal with. Crack cocaine is a problem we got to deal with. County lines is a problem we got to deal with, man. And they ain't helping us. So likewise, I'm going to help them, man. I can't spread my love to everyone, man. I'll spread my love to black people only, man.
Then what about this then? We live in a metropolitan society, let's say, okay, London. We live in London, and many of our colleagues, our friends, their friends. It's a melting pot of cultures. So we might know, like I know Jewish people, I know Palestinians, I know people from Bangladesh, I know so many different people, Nigerians. It continues. So because I can call those people my friends, maybe we have some emotional affiliation because of being around this. No?
The thing is, for me, I get that. But my thing is, the reason why I took the stance that I took is because I found when you look at the globe, you find black people at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder, right? Globally. And so I took that stance and said, okay, black people have got so many things to deal with in this world. Like we've got to clean up our own backyard.
You're saying it's not our fight.
I'm just saying it's not. I'm just
why
for me.
Why add something else?
Yeah, like why would?
Listen, these people in the world, even they understand that it's not a fight. Listen, let me tell you something about black people, man. Just one day, man. There was a earthquake. Was it an earthquake or flood? Or a hurricane, so like St. Vincent, man. And where was the Palestinians? Right. The Palestinians didn't send not one barrel to my brothers, man. That's right. So let me tell you something. I'm not saying one penny to Palestine, man. So luck ya. We weren't their problem. They ain't my problem, man. Right. In St. Vincent, there was a flood where people lost their houses and lost their lives, man. So like it was a volcano. It was a volcano, man. So luck ya. It was a volcano. And not one Palestinian said anything about black people, man. So likewise, guess what? It ain't my problem, man. Right. I hope the Palestinians and the Israelis, they sort some shit out, get it sorted. But guess what? I won't be sending a penny over there, man. I won't be attending one march, man. But guess where I will be attending? I'll be attending what? The Legacy, June the 6th, 3 p.m. I'll be there with a couple of the UPK man, them. You know what I mean? We'll be giving out flyers. We'll be doing lectures there. That's what I'm going to be, man. I'm not going to be at no Palestinian march to luck ya, because they were at mine. They didn't care about black people. And when we speak about it, we're wicked. When we speak about it, you want to block our channels. You want to report us to the government, man. But listen, we don't care, man. Salakia, because we love black people, man.
That's right.
That if you came over to someone's house, then brought more people, well, there's a discussion to be had. Whose house was it initially?
I can tell you, according to Jewish scripture, it was the land of Canaan.
Thank you.
And that was the black people's land.
Again, this is the thing. So
That's just what it was.
A lot of black people hold on to this idea of the original Israelites is neither Arab or Jewish, it's black people. But then for me,
Listen, I'm telling you something, man. This sister, she's a sister, man, Julian May, man. She been watching my classes, man. I'm telling you, so lucky, man. I will tell you, listen, she watching Monday night classes in particular. Listen, I am sold. I'm sold here. She be watching my classes, man. When she got a lot of people, she means that black guy with the braids, man. I'm feeling, man. I'm feeling his classes. Man. Listen, she be watching my classes, man. How else would she have known, man? I've been watching her on Instagram lately. She some good shit that I be saying. I'm like, hold on. She watching my classes. And she's right, man. Black people are the real Israelites, man. These two people are fighting for a land that ain't even theirs, man. Give me Galatians 4:16 real quick, man. This is black people's land, man. I'm gonna go on the rest of the video as well, but I'm gonna get this part first, man. Galatians 4:26. I don't know why she's watching my classes and then bringing it out, man. Listen, just jump in my DM, man. Hey, I'm not gonna run, yeah. I know I'm righteous and whatnot, but we fix women, man. I know you're a bit slaggy and whatnot. You think I might run you because I'm righteous, but I can fix you up, man. So lucky, man. No sweat, man. Use the content if you can, man. You know, I've been realizing, man. The other day, she said something about they talk about anti-Semitic, but they ain't even Semitic. I'm like, listen, I said that last week in my class, man. Listen, she be watching, man. You know, I'm telling you. I said that on Monday. She said it on like Monday night, man. I'm like, yeah, man. I'm telling you, I'm sold, man. I'm sold, man. Let me get some more while you brothers get the scripture stuck here. Man, trying to blame the Bible.
anyone not to think like that. But for me, it's almost like a pipe dream to hold on to of a sense of belonging. We are the original Israelites.
Yeah,
okay, now what?
Yeah, because
now what? Is it going to up your peace
so
to
naturally.
know? Is it going to up your peace to know that you're the original from 3, 4?
And she's bang on. She's correct, man. That's right. She said that she thinks that we're saying we're real Jews because it makes us feel good, man. She goes, now what is it going to do? It's going to make your life better. Listen, you're damn right it will, man.
Right.
Knowing you're Israelite makes your life better. Knowing you're Israelite, you know that the rules you got to live by, man. Knowing you're Israelite, you know that you can't eat pork, man. Right. Therefore, you don't die of diabetes like every other black man dies of diabetes, man. Right. Knowing you're Israelite, you know you can't sell drugs. Therefore, you don't rot in jail like most of our people do, man. Knowing you're Israelite, you know you can't have sex with a woman and dash her away, man. And you just stop single parent homes by doing that, man. Knowing you're Israelite does change your life, man. It ain't no sense of belonging and makes me feel good. It actually does change your life, man. And that's what she don't understand.
That's right.
She thinks we just say it and just to feel good. It does more than make us feel good, man. Knowing you're an Israelite knows that you can leave money right here, man, and your brother will never steal it, man. Knowing you're an Israelite means that knows that your brothers in St. Vincent will get a barrel sent to them. Why? Because brothers love you, man. Brothers that don't even know you will look after you. Guess what? Just because you're black. Can you imagine that? Man love you just because you're black. We don't know you, but just because you're black, we got an obligation to look after you, man.
Right.
So knowing you're an Israelite does make your life better, man. We definitely please Baba Kushar.
This is Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. But Jerusalem.
What?
But Jerusalem.
But Jerusalem, man. The same land that they're fighting for, man. This is Paul speaking to black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people, man. When Paul was speaking right here, there was no Arab in sight, man. There was no Palestinian in sight, man.
Right.
There was no Joe Goldsberg in sight, man.
Right.
Or some Arab. It was black people he's speaking to. And this is what he said about Jerusalem to black people, man. We done?
Which is above
Israel.
Which is above.
He said Jerusalem is above. It's above all these nations, man.
That's right.
It's above Ethiopia. Black people talking about, I want to go to Ethiopia, man. I'm trying to go to Ghana, man. Where else black people going to? Sheshamani and all these Egypt. Oh, God. Forget about Egypt, man. Jerusalem is above all them lands, man. It's greater than them lands, man. What's great about Ethiopia, man? Full of flies, man. What's great about Egypt, man? Full of flies, man.
Right.
What's great about Ghana, man? Full of flies. Popcorn went to Jamaica and kissed the ground, man. I thought, damn. Popcorn really don't care about disease, man. Yo, popcorn really want to see bowler, man. So luck ya. Keep it in.
Which is above is free, which is the mother of us all.
And what is Jerusalem?
Which is the mother of us all.
And Jerusalem is a mother of us all. We are the people of the land, man.
Right.
Jerusalem is not the mother of the Palestinians, not the mother of the Israeli, man. Israeli man can't even be out there in Jerusalem too long without getting sun cancer, man.
Right.
The sun burn up his skin. Not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be in the caves, man. That's the right temperature for him.
Right.
You don't need sunblock in the mountains. You know what I mean? If you're a white man using sunblock, the Lord's trying to tell you something. The Lord's saying you don't belong there, man.
Right.
If you got to use sunblock to be in Jerusalem, the Lord's saying, listen, I don't think you belong there, man.
That's right.
Go back to your caves, man, where you can be sunblock free, man.
Right.
You ain't gonna rub no sunscreen on yourself, man. That is our land, man. And knowing you're a Jew does change your life, man. To Lin May. Lin May, I see you watching my videos, but you're still wrong, man. So luck ya. You watching my videos, and I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed, man. You feeling, man? But listen, you're wrong in certain areas, man. So I got to correct you, man. So luck. I got to do it, man.
365 Lodge Road.
I tell you, man. Oh, I'm about to get my personal address out there, but I can't. Not 369. You got to my personal address. I almost gave out where I live. So lucky, man.
Years ago, the original Israelite. Like, it doesn't do nothing for me. It's nice to know my lineage. Might do a bit of a ancestry.com vibe. Oh, that's interesting. But to
if you could be careful, my girl, real quick.
Right. Now, you see what you said right there, but it doesn't mean anything. The reason why it doesn't mean anything onto her, because she's got Indian friends, Palestinian friends, and when you try to join everyone, you forget about yourself, man.
Right.
You forget about what matters to you, but guess what? She'll find out one a day, man.
That's right.
When now one of her friends is going to be her race, is going to be their race or her, and they're going to pick their race, man.
That's right.
And then you will find out how much it should mean to you.
That's correct, man. See, black, I love black people. Black people don't understand until, but black people think everything's a game until it hits them.
Right.
Black people think, I love all people, man, until all people don't love you back. You see, they want to cry and have your heart broken, man. And that's the problem we go through. So she thinks it don't matter, And you'll find out, man, when all the Palestinian friends and East Indian friends switch on you, man.
Right.
But yo, that's on the ends, man. We'll be here next week. You know what I mean? Again, 9 to 12. Make sure you log in every week, man. That's a 46 episode, man. To big up all the brothers here, man, for putting that work. Also, all my listeners, man. You get me? The free thinker summit. Who else in here? Tazapa 1. You know what I mean? Man is finest, man. Come on, man. I can't get know about Manny unless you know about Tazapa 1, man. Watch out for his classes every Friday, man. Premiering, man. Listen, there's only 2 righteous men in Manny, man. That's right, Alban and Tazapa 1, man. You know what I mean? Manchester's. But listen, you think the Mossad was bad? You think you think the Gooch crew was bad? You went into Tazarpan's classes, man. So lucky, man. Right. Big up to Tazarpan doing this thing out there up north, man. Tazarpan means what the north. Tazarpan runs the north, man. Trust me. If you're from the north, make sure you contact the school and get in touch with Tazarpan, man. Also, big up to Free Thinker Summit, D Dubs. Who else got in there, man? So lucky. HP Source, Haki and Korab. HP Source back in the day. Mariah Allah, got Franco. And you know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe, man. And thanks for watching, man. With that, we say shalom, man. Shalom.